I can't tell what you've been saying, but today you let me in. Things that I've been praying. We used to climb the roofs, one stained with glass. But when I was in the mood, I spread out my arms. I miss when I used to trust myself. I knew what to say, I didn't care for my help. I just need to grow into things that I don't know. Run around with a bird's eye. Play a one, I pretend my son. I wanna free you from my mind. Through the lights, I'm driving wild. I wanna free you from my life. As you mold, I'm taking my time. I wanna free you from my mind. Through the lights, I'm driving wild. I wanna free you from my life. As you mold, I'm taking my time. I'm nowhere, and I'm tired of explaining. Today you let me know. There's always something waiting. Climb the bank when you were a young soul. Now we want money, next time drill a hole. Are you in the same time when you trust yourself? Cause I've dropped off and I'm looking for wealth. I just need to go into things that I don't know. Run around with a bird's eye. Play one, I pretend my son. Let bad times know, good times are here. Head from the high ceiling, good times are near. Climb the crane of wisdom, let it all pass. Know the nights are thin, I want a new start. I wanna It's not dramatic. I feel the static. Are we dancing in a thunderstorm? Isn't it magic? Equal parts tragic to be dancing in a thunderstorm. We're dancing in a thunderstorm. Welcome to the mountain. Welcome to the mountain.
Hello. Oh my god. I'm gonna be honest, I didn't even think my PC would stream today. It has been acting so weird all week that it's clearly the graphics card. Clearly something's up with the graphics card. It needs 20 minutes. It's been 9 minutes 53. How dare 20 minute yell at the streamer. Ban you all. Ban SG Bark. Ban Toxic. Ban my self-worth. There we go. Perfect. No issues whatsoever. Hello. I've forgotten how to stream. Hi everyone. Oh, what's going on in OBS? That's weird. So, what is that? EU. Like, EU. Or like, the continent. I don't get it. Hello. Hi. How is everyone doing? My computer has been acting insane. Like, the wallpaper wouldn't load. Typical. I have to, like, restart the PC. Elbows up. Okay. I don't know. When it says EU, I don't know. I have to, like, turn the camera on. Then I have to restart the PC, and it's just, it's weird. So, and I still haven't built the goddamn new one. I've got the graphics card here. I still haven't, like, put it together to regret wanting wallpaper. Yeah, obviously. It's where I keep my nicotine when I smoke cigarettes. Obviously. Man, it is such an adjustment to being here where it's like, you know, the popcorn ceiling. I mean, popcorn ceiling isn't a thing in the UK, but certainly decorative ceilings are a thing where they're kind of like, they'll either put something on the ceiling and then cover it in plaster, or they'll do patterns in the thing, but they don't do popcorn ceiling. And bare walls is like more of a new thing, but everywhere would have wallpaper and carpet. Work laptop an update and is in BitLocker, waiting on IT to finally get back to in BitLocker. Isn't that like kind of like an Authy thing? something. Man, I don't know. Windows needs to sort their shit out. Windows really needs to sort their shit out. So, yeah, I tried BitLocker and I was like, I'm not gonna trust this. Like, I'm just gonna stick with Authy. I need to do something like a LastPass or whatever, but I was like, yeah, let's go try BitLocker. And I'm like, this is not gonna work. It's not Windows. Sorry, it's not Windows, but yeah, BitLocker is agnostic in that way. But just in general, Windows, like talking about my stuff, works great. Yeah, I need to get on that. So, anyway, I got a haircut. When I say I got a haircut, I literally got it 25 minutes ago. So yeah, I was like, man, it would be really bad if I've just moved my schedule 2.5 hours later in the day and then I'm still late to the fucking stream. But I was like, nah, I need a haircut. Like, it's getting real bad. So I got a haircut. I think it looks okay. I don't know. You can judge me. I kept most of the length. They just took a little bit off the top and then just blended the sides. So I think it looks all right. I don't know. There was I don't know, man. There was, I don't want to talk about stuff. There was a very, very attractive woman who was working at the barbers, the hairdresser, whatever you want to call it. But I was also like, she's clearly like 23. And I was like, no. And I was just like, nope. And I just like didn't make eye contact like the fucking weirdo I am. I don't know, man. I feel like I should just like leave the population alone. I don't know. I think I shared a meme on Instagram the other day where it's like me taking a break after a toxic relationship, and then it's like me taking 5 years and healing and developing a attachment of like avoidant style. And I was like, yep, that's me. Could have paid Becky to shave your head. True, Becky would do an adequate job. I didn't go to my usual barber. I went to the one that's closest to me, and they're fine, they're okay, but I do prefer going the other one. It was just like, the other one, it's like I have to book it in advance, which is on me, because I've done that before. But it's like 20 to 25 minutes walk away. It takes 45 minutes. Like, it's a pretty big commitment. As much as like, oh, it's just a haircut, it's like over an hour of a thing. And I'm like, yeah, I appreciate they take their time, but it's my entire lunch period. It's my entire like whatever. So sometimes it's like, I just want a haircut. I went in at 11:50, maybe 11:55, and I was done by like 12:15. And I was like, okay, yeah. Just go to Great Clips. True. I'll just do what George Clooney does and just cut it myself. Just get one of those machines. But I keep asking for like scissor cuts, and they always bring out the clippers, and I'm like, I don't want a clipper haircut. And I was saying to him, it was like, what do you want? And I was like, I just want it like, you know, tidied up essentially. And I think he did an okay job. I think he did a good job, but like they always bring out the clippers, and I'm like, I kind of want a scissor cut. You know, I want it where it's a little bit longer. It doesn't look like it's shaved, but I don't know. I don't know how to ask for what I want. That's the main thing. I gave him like a reference of like verbally, and he was like, yeah, I don't know what that is. And I was like, let's just move this along. Then be good paying more. I mean, that's the thing, is like, I think with the tip and everything, I probably paid close to what I pay at my usual place. So I'm like, you know what? I think just taking the hour every like 2 months. I do have a really good one. I have a really, really good one. Like I said, it just takes a long time. It's a big time commitment, which I know for a lot of women is normal. Like when you're going to get a haircut, it's not like you go in, maybe like they go in and take a couple inches off, but it's not like you're in and you're out with guys' haircuts. It's more just, it is more of a commitment because they take their sweet fucking time. And I like it, and I enjoy that kind of like, well, there's nothing I can do, and it gives me that little bit of break. Seems like an RMT thing or whatever, but it's just like, I can't just like go on the fly, you know? It's like I've really got to plan around that, and not ideal, but generally speaking, I think this looks great. It's still like a little, you know, it's still fresh, so it's like I need to wash it and everything, but it's okay. It's fine. I'll be fine. I'll survive. Speaking of surviving, Shay has been playing Project Zomboid, and he's told me it's a game that I would really hate, but I have it, and I want to try it because I think it'd be fun that when he's back, we may potentially play it together. So I want to give it a shot today and try it because it is It has a lot of elements of games that I really like, but he said it is insanely micromanaging. And if you all know, I stopped playing Good Company because I thought that game was too micromanaging. I haven't played Fruit Bus yet because I was like, I just want to like run a little stand. I don't want to like go out and pick the apples. And I'm like, but I don't know. It's going to go one of two ways. It's going to become one of my favorite games, or it's going to be like RimWorld where I'm going to fucking hate it. I think for me, it's like, I don't want to play a game where it feels like more of a chore than it does to manage my own life. I think that's where I kind of like, I play games for escapism, like challenge and puzzles and things like that. But like, if I'm micromanaging a digital character's life more than I have to like run my own life, I don't want to do it. There's a reason I don't have kids. I don't want to do that, you know? But I think the balance of where I'm like, this is one of my favorite games is Valheim, where it is a little micromanaging and you do need to prep for stuff, but it doesn't slow to a crawl where you're just like, okay, now I have to do this. Like Shay was like, yeah, you have to like get food and then you have to prep it and then you have to do that and then you have to like get bullets and you have to manually load the magazine and this. And I was like, that sounds like my fucking nightmare. However, I gotta start trying games that I'm not, I think it's one of those things where it's like, I have an idea of the games that I like, and then I stop playing them, like, yeah, this isn't it. And I'm like, well, I gotta find out what I do actually like, right? Because every time I say this is the type of game that I enjoy, it ends up not being a game that I enjoy. Either it's missing something, or I just don't really know what I'm asking for, right? If it has a checkbox and I give a checkbox and it ticks all those boxes, but I'm like, I don't like this. Either it's me not understanding my own checkbox, or it's just that the game isn't quite hitting what I'm looking for. So I don't know. I think I'm also like getting to that weird point of I'm tying too much association with time spent on a game when really it doesn't fucking matter. Like, oh, this is like a waste of time. No, it's not, because I want to play the video game. It's escapism. I think that's where it is. It's like, I want escapism. I don't want a second job. You know, streaming's already in part a second job of like, I have to do more than just sit here and play a video game, right? Like, I've got to talk and things. Like running a stream it takes effort, but at the same time, I don't want a second job. It's like, I do enjoy simulator games where it's like Power Wash Sim and things like that. And I'm like, yeah, this is a problem because I'm enjoying doing those things more than I am just like taking care of my own life. That's a problem. But the flip side is if it takes way more effort of what it would be just to be a human. Because this is, I guess Zomboid is more of like it's like a perma life sim, right? It's a life sim with a zombie backdrop. And I'm like, that's great for a lot of people. I don't know. We'll see. Like I said, I didn't like RimWorld. I think the art style was definitely a barrier of entry to me. I'm just going to fully admit that. But I didn't enjoy RimWorld. I found it frustrating. So if this is kind of like that, maybe, I don't know. It's like, I was saying to Shay, with Balatro, I watched him play Balatro and I was like, what the fuck is this game? Like, I don't like this. And he was like, try it. And I tried it on Next Fest and I was like, this is the greatest game that's ever been made and I want to play this forever. And so there's things like that, right? Where it's like games where I'm like, I don't think I'd like this, end up becoming some of my favorites. Same with like movies where I see a trailer, I'm like, I fucking hate this. And then I go see the movie and I'm like, this is amazing. You got no more Landlord to Kill time now? Yeah, I got too much mental bandwidth and I got no stories. I gotta pad it out. I gotta think of new things. What am I supposed to do? I haven't checked my mailbox that I got. I need to go and do that at some point. Again, it's one of those, like, it's a time sink of, it's like a 30-minute round trip to go do it. And I'm like, if it's empty, I'm gonna be really annoyed. So I'm waiting until there's like a takeout place that's right by it. And I'm waiting till I'm like in the mood for that for lunch one day, and I'm gonna go then. But I still have it in my head, a fucking letter is gonna arrive. Either he's gonna email me or something. It's gonna reach a point where it's like either someone's gonna have moved in and he's gonna email me about something, or no one's gonna move in and he's gonna send me a letter about like, it's my fault. You know? Something's gonna happen. That's the thing as well. It's like, I also deleted the dating app, so I have no dating stories to tell you. I have no landlord. I'm out of stories. All I've got is this haircut now. This is it. All I've got is the gym and haircuts. So I got to stretch this haircut. I can't even say the word apparently. Out as a story for the next 2 months until I get my next one. Someone will be willing to pay for that place. The thing is, it's like he also listed it at like 3 different prices in the same listing. It's so funny. I'm just like, man, Doctor Strange haircut. Yeah. I thought of a meme the other day. Hi Pyro, by the way, where it was like, what was it? I'll see if I can find it on my phone. Maybe I can't. But it was like, when you think you look like Verso, but you actually look like Troy Oboyo. And I was like, that's me. That's 1000% me. It's like when you think you look like Verso from Expedition 33, but you actually look like Troy Oboyo. And that's not a criticism of Troy Oboyo. I actually really like his videos. It's just like the difference of like, oh yeah, it's that humbling thing of like, you are not the mysterious sexy man in the painting. Spoilers for Expedition 33. Oops. Oh well. Just ruining games. Ruining games that I haven't even played. That's the worst part. I am the worst human being. Pyro, how's it going? What are you working on? What are you doing? Oh man. So, Mop on her birthday was raided by someone. I feel like I've seen their name before. The name seems so familiar. Rare Gangster. And, so she got raided on her birthday by Rare Gangster through one of her viewers. And it's like, oh, okay, and everything. And so Mop the next day raided Rare Gangster back. And we went into her chat. Holy fuck. That has been... I don't know where she's been all my life, but as a stream, I didn't know I needed that stream in my life until it was in my life. She is very, very funny. Fucking insane. But incredibly funny to have on in the background. Working on working on. That's fair. Aqua messaged me and he was working on perspective drawings, and then I saw he was doing some additional stuff. I was like, that could be pretty good for layout and everything. We were talking about game dev stuff at work the other day because the head of studio used to be in charge of like special projects at another studio where they did like real-time Unreal Engine stuff. She was the producer, and we were like talking about it, and she was showing all the projects. And then one of the new guys who just started, who we've worked with before, but he's come back and he's new again, is like, yeah, I've been working on like a game to do this and like C++. And then the other guy who works with us, who's a junior comper, is like, yeah, I've been doing like Blender and Unreal Engine. And he submitted to like Clinton Jones's, the ones where he does like the challenge, the Punisher challenges, where it's like, he gives you a scene in a camera and you have to come up with it. He got into like the top 100, and I was like, Jesus Christ. And then I was like, yeah, here's my thing. And it was the GIF that I sent you, Pyro, of me loading up the game I was trying to make in Godot. And it's a golf club and the ball. And I hit spacebar and it just starts spinning instead of hitting the ball. And I was like, that's where I'm at, everyone. And they were like laughing. And I was like, I'm not cut out to do this. It also makes me think, as much as I want to learn Godot, I think I need to learn Unreal Engine. I think I do. As much as it's like, I really want to learn Godot, everything is telling me I need to learn Unreal Engine for my job, for everything like that, for anything that I want to make. So, yeah, I think it frustrates me because I really want to learn Godot, but I think I just need to start somewhere. And Unreal makes the most sense to start. And I have like a bunch of like tutorials I got in a Humble Bundle that I can work through, which are old now, but I need to start doing that. I'll just use blueprints, learn the logic, maybe eventually learn C++. I don't know. I don't think I need to be a coder. I think it's one of those things where it's like, I can either bring someone in to do that for me. I think it's more important to focus on the other things, because code is definitely one of the most important parts of gaming. But I don't think it really is about the feeling. It's about implementing the feeling of what you're trying to create. Like, you can create animations and like, the balance and everything like that. And that can be done via, a lot of ways. Code is just like the cohesive glue that connects it all together, where I do think it's very important, but it is not something where it's like, I should sit here and I should have to learn 2 years of coding before I start making something. I think I can do level design, I can do animation, I can do, piecemeal putting things together to make it work together and figure it out that way. Like he was doing like a first, like the guy who just started was doing like a first person shooter, and it very much looked like PUBG, Tarkov style. Like it had that look, like the UI look, and he's probably just using assets, and that's totally fine. I was like, I just need to start doing it. I need to really start doing it. Like I keep coming back to this idea that's a lot more of a sincere idea of a game. Obviously I need to learn basics and make small things first to learn the concepts of like game design, things like that. But I do think making the game, the story game that I want to make, is it the dream game I want to make? No, but it is a game that I think about a lot, and it's a story I want to tell, and it doesn't work in any other medium except in games. And so I really want to make that story, and I think that's the key, and I can figure out the rest of it later and as I go, and I can ask questions and I can bring someone on and yada yada yada. So yeah, because then I think as well, I keep watching these videos by people who are YouTube game devs, and I just get so frustrated because I'm just like, one, I know game dev is hard, but they make it look 10 times harder. And two, it drives me insane when they're like, oh yeah, I've spent 2 years making this game. Turns out I don't actually like the genre of the game that I'm making. I've never liked it. I've never played these games. I don't care. And I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? What the fuck are you doing then? Why are you making a game and spending years of your life in something you don't even like? You want to do that, go just do a regular fucking job. Like, it's such a why would you want to spend time in a toxic relationship like that? Like you know, I know it's easier said than done, and the sunken cost fallacy and everything, but like the one that Pyro and I have watched where it's like, this guy's just constantly like, he put out a video, I think yesterday, and he's like, okay, I finally figured out what I'm trying to do in my game. His game is released, and he is charging money for it, and it's been out for 2 months, and he's only just now figuring out what he thinks the game should be. And I'm like, what the fuck, you're charging money for this. And he charges money to be a mentor, and I'm like, no, I'm still writing that video idea. I've changed the title from The Problem with YouTube Game Dev to My Problem, and it's probably just going to be about that guy. And it seems mean because it feels like it's targeting, but I'm like, it's one person who is the personification of everything that I have a problem with in YouTube Game Dev, and he is that incarnate. So I don't know. Maybe I won't ever make that video, but every time I see his video pop up, I see it. Also, fun fact with investments, Trump is now trying to bring in something called Section 899, where he is going to try and destroy the entire Canadian economy now, which is really fun. Not just by corporation taxes, where we have things like tax waivers and treaties and things like that with the US, where it's like, if a corporation is doing business, is Canadian corporation do business in the US and it's getting paid in the US dollar, the withholding tax is like 5% or something. And if you earn money as a person outside, then there's no taxes or withholding taxes placed on that money because it's not being like spent or paying other taxes on it in the US. So there's like it's like a waiver, right? Same with if you invest money in US stocks in a registered savings account, there's tax waivers where it's like they won't have a 15% withholding on it. So if you invest in the S&P 500, you won't pay 15% tax on any of those stocks. It'll get waived because it's in a retirement account. If it's in a TFSA or a regular account, you will pay it, but in a retirement account, you won't. He's decided that he just wants to change it, and now it's gonna go up to 50%, 50. So it's gonna increase by 5% every year till it hits 50%. So every single retirement account, every single level, like it's just gonna just completely derail everything. So, and because most of the economy, this is why I don't invest in the US in that way, but if you invest in like VFV, if you invest in VEQT, if you invest in Nvidia or anything, if you have a registered retirement plan through a company like Canada Life or anything, they are investing your money in those things too. So every single retirement plan that a company offers is gonna lose 50% value. Well, fuck off Canadian. It's insane. It's insane, dude. Oh no, it's definitely gonna fuck over businesses where it's like he's trying to get it to a point where corporations are paying 50% withholding tax. So if you do $100 million of business in the US, they're gonna withhold $50 million, and then you have to then pay Canadian taxes on that. He's trying to basically destroy the economy, our economy now. I think the goal is because there's pushback on the 51st state stuff. He's now going to try and tank the economy to where we basically agree and bend the knee and join because of that stuff. And honestly, I think just every country just should cut off America and that stuff. Cut them off. Cut them off from the power that we're providing to Vegas. Cut them off on any treaties to do with providing oil and gas. And be like, no, okay, if you want to do this, we're removing the treaties. We're going to treat you like every other country on import-export, and that's it. All my plans were excluding any US shares of last year. Yeah, you made the smart call. You made the smart call on that. It's just fucking crazy, man. It's crazy. Like, to give it context, if anyone doesn't know a lot about investment, I'm including myself in that, but like I have a little bit of understanding. If you had a financial planner, if you invest with your bank and they manage it for you, anything over 1% of a management fee is considered excessively high, because that is the equivalent over 30 plus years of hundreds of thousands of dollars. 1 to 2% could be the difference of if you invested money every month for 30, 35 years, and it was managed at 1 to 2, let's say 2%, you would, if you put in X, let's say if you started at 20, you put $150 in a month every month, by the time you turn 60 or 65, that account value would be $1 million. But if it's managed by someone else at 1 to 2%, your account would end up at like $400, maybe $500,000. Like, it wouldn't be enough to retire on. That is the difference. So then your investments are going to be taxed at 50%. So that doesn't mean that you're going to end up with the $1 million, you're going to end up with 500,000. It means that it's basically not going to grow at all. Like, it's not going to grow. That is higher than any income tax bracket that you can be in Canada before you even get the money, and then you're taxed on top. Like, it's fucking crazy. Doesn't go through. Change of plan. Yeah. It's fucking crazy. He's trying to basically destroy every other economy that he wants to own. That's it. That's all that is. There's another thing I saw on Apple News where it's like some law firm like partnered with the Trump administration, and a bunch of the partners left. And it's like, I think the thing is, it's like, it's not that it's a Republican president and a Republican party in power. It's him, right? Like, this has never really happened. And like, there are definitely moral lines in the sand that people have drawn and like protested against. But it's like, it's not Democrat and Republican. It's Democrat, Republican, and Trump. And that's the problem. It's, yeah, I don't know. We're all fucked. We're all fucked. He is straight up the villain in Tenet. That's what it is if I'm not in the world is gonna burn. And that's all he's doing, is he's just like such a narcissistic, egotistical fuckhead that he wants the world to fucking burn so that there's nothing left after he's gone. It's insane. Anyway, let's play Zomboid. That song was called Earth Eating Tree. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, I've never played this before. Apparently, when I typed project, it came up with Valorant. So I guess the Twitch really wants me to play Valorant. Also, I'm wearing my semi-boobery shirt today for you all. So you get to look at all the hard work that I've not been doing in the gym. My shoulder's doing a lot better, though. I will say, since going to physio, it's fucking expensive, but since going to physio, I'd say my shoulder is like improved exponentially through the exercises, through the IMS stuff and everything. Time for all the countries to call in loans. Well, even like The Economist, not The Economist is in the website, but the article that I saw, it's like, him doing that is gonna add something like 4 trillion to the national debt. And I'm like, then why are you doing it? Like, why? It's not gonna reduce it. It's gonna add 4 trillion. And I'm like, this is fucking because every company is gonna pull out. Yeah, they should call the loans and do all that stuff. Like, oops, I accidentally clicked on the community page. It's fucking absurd. It's fucking absurd. And the fact that they're just like, there are people who are like, hang on a minute, like, maybe this is not a good idea and they won't push back on it is crazy. He had to, why do you think he had to raise the debt ceiling? Oh, 1,000%, yeah. Well, he doesn't care. How many times has he gone bankrupt? 7, 8 times? He doesn't care. He's not the one that's footing the bill. When he can rack up as much debt as he wants and then he fucks off. I mean, he's also trying to make it so that he gets another term, right? He's trying to change the constitution on that stuff too, where it's like he gets another term or whatever. That's fucking insane. He made 40. Yeah, because he's betting against the market, so every time it goes down, he's doing puts. Wish someone would. No, you know what? I'm not even gonna say that. Okay, I've never even launched this game before, so this might take a while. I'm just gonna let it run. Man, it's time to throw all our money in MSTY. Me and my friend Seth have been talking about that. We're just like, straight up, at this point, I'm like, fuck it. I'm like putting everything into it, and it's either gonna go to 0 or it's on. I'm like, none of this matters. None of this fucking matters anymore. None of it's real. Money isn't real. Society isn't fucking real. Like, it's just insane. Okay, well, I mean, I want to play the game, so I guess I have to accept regardless. Taking bribes right is meme. Yeah. I think he's planning to do things, but it's giving too much credit. I think he's unintentionally getting results that he wants, but not in the way that he expected or intended. But it's also, there's zero thought about how anyone else would respond and react to those things. It's all outgoing thought of like, this is how it's gonna like make me look good. And then when everyone else is like, no, fuck off, and they do stuff, he starts crashing out. Of like a child throwing a temper tantrum in Walmart, right? Of like, all he sees is, I want the bag of chips. And the rest of the world is the mom saying, no, you can't have them because we're gonna have dinner. And he's throwing a temper tantrum because all he wants is the chips. Because he wants everyone to just be like, oh, shut the fuck up and give him what he wants. The outcome would be that yes, the US will default on its debt and fuck everything. Yep. Responsible of all the elected people, they keep giving him power. Yep. If you look at the Apprentice in its current form and the new versions of The Apprentice, it makes so much more sense. Oh, I mean, was it you that sent me it was you, where it's like that, is it, what, a Noam White or whatever it is, where they're like gonna hold a reality show of people, allegedly hold a reality show of people who have to like compete to get the citizenship. What the fuck? Or that she didn't know what habeas corpus meant, and she was, this was written by Will, no, that's, I'm thinking of a different Will Poulter. I'm thinking of Will Poulter, that's why. She thought habeas corpus meant that the president could just get rid of people whenever he wants for whatever reason. Hi, so Foxes. Yeah, what was it? What the fuck is it called? Like the Surgeon General or whatever it is. The Surgeon General is like someone who didn't even finish med school but worked at Fox News. Like, how is this real? How is anyone in politics, regardless of like their own greed and everything, look at this and go, how does this not fuck everyone over? Like how yeah, it's that same thing of like all the companies where they're like raising remember like the whole net neutrality stuff and everything. I'm like, it's like you work for a company and you're trying to do this because you want money, because companies want all this stuff. I'm like, how do you not think that when you go home, I know that you're rich and you have to do it, but like this affects you too. This affects your family. Like the rising cost of groceries, everything is also a knock-on effect of you. And eventually you're going to erode it to a point where you're at the bottom of that totem pole and you're next the one that's going to be affected by that. You also apply to everyone else. Yeah. Well, it's the same thing as like driving fines, parking fines, right? It's not It's not a punishment. It's just it's not a punishment if you have money. A fine is not a tangible punishment if the fine is set to a fixed price and not contingent on the person's wealth and income, right? Like, I think somewhere in Scandinavia has that, where it's like it's a percentage of your annual income rather than just a flat fee of like $100 or $500, because it's a tax on the poor, right? It's a punishment for the poor who can't afford to do that. Whereas if you can afford $500 a day, you can park anywhere. Doesn't fucking matter. You get a ticket, you don't give a shit, right? If you're gonna play multiplayer, you are strongly advised to play on the whitelist service or with your friends in co-op. And while we improve, fix the body. Yeah, that's fine. Okay. Tutorial. Let's learn how to play this son of a gun game. These are the end times. Oh, this is very fitting for the conversation. Well, a lot of them is just like they have enough money where it doesn't matter anyway, and then they're all old, so they're gonna die before they have to see the consequences of their actions, right? This is how you died. Okay, but what's with the little raccoon thing? Welcome to Zomboid. Soon you'll die horribly. No one will mourn you. Okay, well, this is getting a little too real straight away. You will be swiftly forgotten and everything will be in for nothing. So make sure you go out fighting. Damn, dude. It's fucking 1 p.m. on a Saturday. Leave me alone. I've had a hard week. You know what I spent my week doing? Literally going through frame by frame, reviewing paint shots from an outsourced vendor. My brain is fucking cooked. And that sentence is like, everything will be nothing. This is the voicemails between Shay and I. Of just like, man, this doesn't fucking matter. Like, what are we doing with our lives? I'm sitting here like reviewing the paint out of someone's zit on their forehead. And I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Why is this my job? Why is this my life? I like my job a lot of times. And I like where I work. But I'm sometimes just, I sit there questioning of like, what am I doing? Okay, first thing, you can zoom with your mouse wheel or the plus minus keys or the equal. Okay, this text is really small, so I'm gonna be the old man that I am and put my glasses. Let's get a bird's eye view of the lonely place where you're about to die, miserable and alone. Zoom out. Ooh, zoom back in. You're great at this. Let's have a look at your character information. Click the flashing heart over on the left. Here, you see your health status. Scratches, bites, bleeding, broken limbs, all listed for your convenience. It's also here that you can bandage and treat wounds. I'm gonna have to scale up this UI. This UI is fucking tiny. Do you know another good panel? Yes, the skills panel. Can I? No. If I move that way, I'm further out. Awesome. Really such a shame to lose you. The panel shows your points in various different survival skills. Oh my god, I have to like... What? I have to go to the gym in this game? Christ. Okay, in-game activities build up skill points that level you up in each discipline. Learning speeds can be increased by reading books, watching certain TV shows. Ultimately, your brain will become cold, dead sludge. But in the meantime, why not learn carpentry? You know what? I kind of like the silver lining of that. That does put a little bit of a spin, you know? That's what I've been saying about sculpting, right? It's like my brain is just absolutely turning into smooth, gelatinous Activia yogurt. But why not learn how to sculpt? You know, why not make more Barnabys? Take time off those training... Time to take off those training wheels, lady. Don't you assume. Close the character panel by clicking the cross and we'll move on to the next exciting aspect of survival life. That is the tiniest cross ever, okay? It's looking at stuff. Woo. Hold down the rice mouse. Why can't I speak today? Can someone translate what I'm saying? I'm saying the rice mouse button and move the mouse. You can turn to face any angle. Hold down the right mouse button and move the mouse. You'll turn to face an angle, holding left control, moving the mouse. Oh, I see. Oh. Karen! Oh my goodness, thank you for the raid. Welcome everyone. We are doing the tutorial for Project Zomboid. Dropping the kids at daycare? Hell yeah. Oh, well, I tabbed out. One sec. Go follow Karen. She's great. What were you playing? Oh my god. Ignore me. Ignore that. Ignore it. What were you playing? Digimon Survive. Ooh. How was that? If I was playing visual novel, you've been playing quite a few of those. Clipped. Oh my god. Don't clip me. No. No. Sorry. Caught in, in less than 4K. Yeah. Caught on a 2009 Microsoft Zune. How was the visual novel? So was Digimon Survive? Okay. Yeah, you've been playing a fair bit of Overwatch too, right? It's on Clipped with your giant lifestyle. She's not in the room. She's in the wardrobe right now. I don't have space for her right now. Technically I do, but I have to move all my stuff out. Next weekend, speak of the devil, next weekend Robin Ear is coming to Vancouver and she's staying at my place. So I'm turning my office into a guest room. So everything's going to be moved out anyway. So don't worry, Robin will take good care of Sarah. It was fun. Nice. Just him for Robin. Hi, Paragon. Are we winning? We're doing a tutorial and the game is about you're already gonna die. So why not? You'll cuddle her. She's made of memory foam. So yeah, you don't want her in your camera. I do. You don't. You don't like anything that I do. You don't like my mop snappy emote. You don't like Sarah. Can't do anything right these days. God, listen, you're on Twitch. True, and even then on YouTube, it's not in 4K. It's in 1440p. So I don't trust doing 4K because my graphics card already is just constantly freaking out. I'm surprised it's not crashed the game yet. I'm convinced you'll be lurking behind the door ready to spook you, and you will hit it. You'll learn to love it. You'll learn to love it. That's the key of this. Of just, you know, it's gonna be living in a Conjuring movie. That's right. The two very wrong things from Mark's side. Imagine if they were combined though, Karen. That would go crazy. I don't know how. I guess they could have like the snap and then it prints the photo of Sarah. That could be fun. I've got some ideas, especially around Halloween, to do stuff with Sarah that I think could be really fun. Did you get the drop harness amount above Robin thing? I don't want to give any spoilers away, Scott. I don't want to ruin anything. You can only see the direction you're facing. Okay, so it only lights up where I'm facing. All right. Ooh, a piano. Piano. Swift and expected death can come from behind, whether from undead hosts or your fellow man. Typical men. Men only want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. It's my brains. I'll vote for suspending her above the door. Yeah, I gotta get the snap right. You know, it's just that. It looks like I'm smacking an ass. I've just got to get the board and the pistons, you know. The hydraulics are coming on Tuesday, so I'll get that figured out. Very fun. Look, I'm trying to be a better person, Karen. I'm trying to like tone it down. I don't know what it is. It's like I go way off the rails in Mops chat and then I bring it back a little bit. But you only see the unhinged part, and I got to get better at that. Let's get some blood pumping before it congeals and rots. Hell yeah. Move around with the Wazda. Why not walk into TJ's room? It's definitely safe. I don't trust this little raccoon guy. Or a little red panda, I should say. I think it's fine to be unhinged and unhinged online. True. If you can't be who you are online, what's right? That is, you know what? You're not wrong. I'm gonna take that to heart and I'm gonna just ruin everyone's day. Okay, this definitely. Okay, the light flickering stuff, don't love it. See, I told you it was safe. Lies. Lies, little panda. Now, let's strafe. Hold the right mouse button. We'll let you look around while walking. This will help line up attacks. Strafe further into the room by holding right mouse button. Oh, so you can keep an eye on a door? Salvation can be dated by looting food from the homes of the recently deceased. Move your mouse. Jesus Christ. Dead mouse, rotten, uncooked. Pick it up. Let's double click. We should probably pick up the empty bottle too. Dying of thirst is horrid. I don't know. And let's set. See those moodles? Is that a moodles? Is that what they're called? Looks like someone's got a rumbly tummy. Someone's hungry. Oh my goodness, eat that dead mouse. Right click on the dead mouse in your inventory to see and check out. Eat the dead mouse. Eat. You can really taste the Remy. That's better, apart from the nausea. To learn about what each moodle means. Is this like one of those, is this like Wordle but with moods? Very nutritious and delicious. Yeah. It's not the ratatouille I was promised, but it's the ratatouille I deserve. Learn about what each moodle means when you cursor over them. Queasy, take things easy. Nice. Oh hey, better fill up your bottle before those water supplies cut off. Right click the items in the world. We'll bring up the interaction options. Fill empty bottle. Apparently I don't even have to get right next to it. That's nice. You automatically drink from the water that's carried in your main inventory. Let's see what the other cupboard does. Open that awesome loot panel again. Frying pan. This is like, I gotta admit, I don't like the UI. I'm just gonna say that off the rip. I do not like this. This UI is horrible. Well, it's near enough a weapon. Right click frying pan and equip primary. Yeah, I'm struggling to read it. I'm gonna change it in a minute. It's probably because like my game is defaulting to 1440p. Oh my, it's getting hot in here. Can I? Let's try. UI off-screen rendering, that's fine. Why can I not like make it larger? Like, do I have to? That did fucking nothing. In fact, I feel like it made it smaller. Requires a restart. Oh my god. Alright. Alright, let's just get through the tutorial and then we can do it. Let's pop open a window. I feel like the camera zoomed back. Oh no, there we go. Walk to the flash. Okay, we're gonna go flash at the window. E. Let's go climb out the window. Hold E to climb through the window. Hold the right. I keep saying rice. Hold the right mouse button. We'll ready your weapon. Click left mouse to attack when ready. You could have pressed space to shove her, but now we'll go for the head. The isometric cursor's vital. She's still alive. Yeah. Oh yeah. Okay. Hunting knife. We'll equip you. Okay. Apparently, I'm not allowed to loot anymore. You hear that? This. Why did? Whoa. We're gonna take you. We're gonna take underpants with red spots. Okay, what is that? Okay, we're definitely gonna need the hats. That's a given. The tank top. Maybe we need the bra for support. I don't know. We'll move on for now. You hear that? There's more. Move to gates. Open the gate. Click the left mouse button. Okay, well, it put me behind the gate. That's not good. Oh my god. Is that guy alive or dead? Imagine if a streamer I watch is hating on the UI of the game I love. You can love the game. The UI fucking sucks by default. What is this? I think Leisure Suit Larry has a better... What is happening? Vegetative shambler in the vegetable garden, but he's got enough brain to function to see you. If you sneak, you make less noise. See to crouch. Okay. Fuck, is ribs made of adamantium? Nope. That was weird. I definitely think I'm gonna... Why has he got a strapless bra? Okay. I'm not here to judge. But what's going on? What's happening? You did it. No more daddy issues. Debatable. Take his bag. Take his bag and put it on. Where the fuck is his bag? Oh. Okay, we're gonna take his ring though. Take his Ouya ring. You want to slide back to see what's inside. Find the flashing lights back there. Okay. Man, this is shotgun. Loaded shotgun with some bandages. Let's do our best for you. Equip both hands. Okay. Right click the shotgun to show interactive options. Sounds like I need to find a new streamer. Yeah, I'm definitely not. Oh my god. What was that? I'm not worth your time. Don't worry about me. Okay. The window in Dad's shed just broke right on time. Vault the fence. Let's check it out. Running at the fence will make you jump. Run left shift. Okay. Fuck off. Why does that keep zooming me out so far? These controls make me want to put that shotgun in my fucking mouth. Oh no, your hands are bleeding. The broken glass in the window shredded them. Who saw that coming? Open the health panel by pressing H. And apply a bandage. I'm right-clicking! There we go. Even worse? How can they possibly be worse? I cannot imagine how this plays with a controller. Okay. Sounds are gonna get me. That's for sure. We're gonna jump a few times. That's fine. 2 of them. 3 if you count your sister on the floor there. Better get some improved protective... Get improved protection from the nails. What the fuck are the nails and teeth gonna do? Thicker clothing and headwear helps protect from bites and scratches. Put on what you think is best for the final encounter. Once you're ready, go through the door. Okay. Large backpack. I've been gathering clothes though. Condition, insulation, wind resistance. Maybe the hat would help me. Straight up haven't been gathering. Oh, I see. Okay. Hang on. Whoa. Okay, I accidentally hit Q. Let's put the denim shirt on. Oh, no, no, no. That was stupid. Let's put the leather jacket on. Put the military boots on. The military stuff is actually worse than what I have. Overalls. Rock t-shirt. Okay. Maybe a bandana would help. Probably not. Hoodie. I think it makes a difference. We'll do HUD up. There we go. I don't actually know if I'm wearing the right stuff. How do I know if I'm actually like wearing it? Is it with the little dot? Am I in Vancouver right now? Am I wearing a leather jacket with a hoodie? Try it and you'll find out. I'd rather not. I'd rather not try it on Steam Deck. I'll be honest. Okay, thicker clothing, headwear. Oh my God, menu, go away. Okay, remember that you can sneak and make less noise. Move up to the wide fence. Okay. Boom, baby. Okay, stop zooming me out. Okay, they're dead. So sad. Never mind. You'll soon be back together. Beautiful. Every zombie in the forest heard that gunshot and they're coming for you. Can I not loot them first, though? Gonna take that. We'll take some socks. All right. And anyone got any tips to avoid when making stir fry? No. Use lots of oil. They're getting close. Alt? Who the fuck has alt? Okay. This is how you run. Why? Wait, why am I here? What does it want from me? Okay. Last advice: if you ever get a zombie bit, if you want is imminent, press Q. Swallow the antidote. Okay. Okay. So wait. Why would I? Okay. Apparently I can trip over. That's good. Oh my God. Oh, only kidding. It was all gone. Have fun. I guess I'll be the stir fry tonight. You died. For the minigame, press F1, open survival game. Okay, return to the menu. And he's dead. I mean, I'm pretty sure that was part of the tutorial. That there was nothing I could do. Okay, main menu and survive for real. Okay, I'm gonna restart the game. Oh my God. Okay, it wouldn't let me do it because it put the fucking thing behind. I'm gonna restart the game because I changed the font size. Let me try again. It's also an ad that's gonna run, so I'm just gonna run that while I do this. And also get a drink. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna get a drink and then we'll actually try the game for real. I don't want to share my thoughts yet. I want to actually try and play the game because I don't think my thoughts on this game are good so far. All right, give me a second. I'm gonna go get a drink. We back. Okay, you got this too, looking, because I'm really motivated to unpack. Yay, just in time to pack again soon. Well, it's a pile in the bed, so close up. Yeah, I've been pretty bad on stuff like that too, where I've been doing laundry, but it just sits in the laundry basket when it's done. Which, speaking of, can you open that? I was creeping you. Push on the floor so you can still use the bed. Oh God. Oh no. Actually, speaking of, I'm gonna go throw some clothes in the laundry right now while I have 30 seconds to the ad. I'll take longer than 30 seconds, but I'm gonna go throw stuff in the laundry. I'll be right back. Okay, laundry is back. Laundry's back. We are back. Laundry is in. That's what I meant to say. Oh man, look at that. Watch me when I scratch my head. That muscle. What the fuck? Let's see. Which ones you want? Middle one's the funniest. Hang on. Okay. Sorry. You don't get to see that stuff when you're fat, so now I'm less. I can see that stuff. All right. Let's give this game a go. Let's give this game a first shake. I fully acknowledge I have not played a lot of isometric games. The control scheme is very weird to me. The UI is very small. I'm hoping that the restart will have fixed the UI scale. There's stuff that I've got to acclimate to, but overall, let's give it a shot. Like thousands, if not millions of people can't be wrong if they really love this game. Same with RimWorld, same with all that stuff. It's definitely me. I'm in the minority on that with RimWorld, but yeah. So game's just starting up. Sugar-free caramel latte. I do actually need to get some syrups. Scott can yell at me all he wants. I'm gonna get some syrups. I'm not a coffee purist. Okay, this looks way more readable already. Just by making it scaled up. Although there is a random line. Is that in the game? It's like a random line down the screen. What's going on? Solo. Okay. Yeah, Scott. You stay mad. Stay mad. Stay woke. Oh my god. Okay, it didn't teach me any of this stuff. Okay, apocalypse. Stealth, focus, short lifespan, combat best avoided, survivor, powerful combat, longer lifespan, a challenge playstyle based on previous survival mode. Construction, exploration, farming, focus, more related to custom design. I think I'm gonna go with builder. Builder makes the most sense for me. Do you want an explanation of the playstyles? I assume it's kind of like a easy, medium, hard. Like this is like absolute hardcore, and then this is kind of just like the more balanced version. But let's start with builder, because the thing that I understand of this game is it's not quite, it's like roguelike, not roguelite, where there's no perma upgrades or anything. It's like you're doing a run, and if you die, and that's it, and you start over and everything like that, right? So it doesn't really matter in that front. So maybe learning is the best ways on builder. Custom sandbox, let's play it first. Let's ignore the challenges. We'll ignore the mods for now. Let's go with builder. Just to learn. How can caramel be sugar-free? I guess they make it from like erythritol or some kind of like stevia with the sugar instead of that said, caramel's straight up just butter and sugar, so it's like it's not 0 calorie. That's for sure. It's definitely not 0 calorie. It's just not sugar. So maybe I need to think about that next time if I'm just getting fucking caramel syrup. Or it's caramel flavoring, right? Alright, save, name, Muldra. I don't know any of these places. Inmates of the famous. Ooh, so it's like a prison in Rosewood. A save is a world and it progresses, and each death the world stays the same as it was before you die, but your character resets. But yes, yeah. So the world is persistent and those things are persistent, but you as the character you're playing is like a new person completely, right? Okay. Okay, small town area known as that. Dead center of the state, Kentucky. Grew as an army town, but welcome folks back to life. Don't feel bad for not liking game, even if it's well loved. Plenty of those are dislike. It's your character, as in person. Yeah, I think as well. It's just like, again, I say this a lot with a lot of things too. And also, to be fair, I've played less than an hour of this game, and I would rather support a game like this that millions of people love, and see more of these made, than like just the AAA churn that we're getting. So like I have no issue supporting the game, and I love when people love that. And same with like movies, right? I want to support more independent film. I'd rather like put my money where my mouth is, because I want to show and support that those things get made more, even if it's not necessarily my cup of tea. It's like I'd rather see more, not less, right? But at the same time, it's like I think criticism has to be valid. You can't just be like game sucks, this and that. So like I want to give it a fair shake. I want to give it a fair try. And see, it's just, if it's a control issue in the sense of like the controller of, I've never played isometric shooters. I don't want to say it's a shooter, but isometric games like this before. It's a control scheme I'm going to have to really learn, right? In the same way as like if you're playing Overwatch, whatever, you have to learn the mechanics of the player and everything. Usually it has to feel pretty good from the beginning. I don't think this feels great from the beginning. But I definitely see the potential of where it could be once you get to a certain point, right? Also, don't worry about dying. It's how we all learn. I mean, yeah, that's kind of the point, right? It's an indie renaissance. Yeah, it really is. We are entering into a golden era of more, I don't want to say truly indie games. I think that's a little bit of a stretch when you have, yes, there are independent games in the sense of they are published and distributed. But when you have, you know, and also I want to see these talented people from other studios making their own studio. That's great. But it's not really like indie. It's not like the solo dev or like a small team. You know, it is often like people who have enough clout to raise money to make these bigger, you know, lofty ideas. And I love that they exist, but I'm not ignorant of the fact, like Clara Obscura, it's like, oh yeah, it's like an ex Ubisoft, you know, staffer who was like, you know, he would do like geotics, everything. Yeah, that's cool, and he built a great team, and he got the right people, and and I'm glad that game exists. But I'm also not ignorant of the fact of he is, in the most true sense of what, a nepo baby, where his dad has like like an investment firm that like owns the building that they built the studios in, and he got an internship at Ubisoft as a creative director, which doesn't have like, I'm not ignorant to those things. I don't think it negates the quality of what they made, but I do think that it's like, I find it harder to really be like indie when it's like daddy's money helped this come to fruition, you know? It's like indie with an asterisk. We're gonna call, guess this doesn't matter. Let's just call this first death. There we go. Cause like, okay, what am I? Will they not let me call it that? Why can I not name it this? There you go. Got your number. What the fuck is this? Oh my god. So this is like a class system? Okay, so... What? I don't understand any of this. Burglar, purple burglar alarm. Lightfoot. Okay. This is insane. Of like... Purple burglar alarm. Saying the words that Sweaty's too afraid to. That Scottish people can't say it. Very funny, right? It's very funny. Okay. Repairman could go pretty crazy. Nurse would be good. I doubt they can't really say it. I feel like they can't say it because it's the string of the way of the words are put together. It's kind of like, you know, like when you, like a tongue twister, where it's like the red lorry, yellow lorry, and you say it really fast and you end up like messing up. It's that, because it's just like the way that they say syllables and vowels. It's their accent. Yeah. It's just like, it's just the cadence of the way that they talk. That like they can say each word individually, but like the roll of the sentence doesn't work, and it's very funny. Funny and random. Three of us. Yeah, it's like, who came up with that to like piece them all together? I think I'm gonna go with this. I don't understand any of this. Like, this is a minus in the... Wait. Long blunt. Give me that long blunt. I'm confused. Why are these red with pluses? Why are these minus with green? That doesn't make sense. Gymnast, Lightfoot, Nimble. So for a repairman, can find medical herbs and crab medicines and pulses from them. Let's go with needs less water. We already have carpentry and maintenance. Let's not worry about that. Hunter. Aiming. Oh, I see. I have the points. Agoraphobic? Hey, it's me. Probably the more you have, the longer it takes. The faster I have an upset tummy. Some more of a weaker stomach. Yeah. Remember, Hallmark movies aren't for everyone. All games are for everyone. No, that's not true. That's not true. All games are... Every game should appeal to everyone in the most mass appeal way. That's why, if you're a fan of Borderlands, you'll make it happen and you will buy the game for $80. Okay. I side with Randy Pitchford. Drives fast, better vision at night. That could be good. Wait, what? You need to balance out the positive traits with negative. So I'm just here, dick in hand. Okay. Decreased inventory. Gets panic when indoors. More likely to be spotted. Short-sighted. So visibility. Clumsy. Transfers inventory items. Drives slow. I see. So it has to zero out. Please. Oh, 100. Yeah, it will. I mean, again, $80 will be the base game, not the game that's the actual complete version, and it will just be a live service. Let's be real. It's going to be a live service game. Deaf. Weak. -5 strength. Ooh, that takes everything. Let's not do that. Let's do. Let's get rid of you. I think Lucky is a good one. Out of shape. No, our fitness is really good. Strength is good. Short blunt, thick-skinned, or thin-skinned. Okay, what is that? It's still not terrible. It's a little, you know, it's a little chunky, but we've also got a bit of fitness. Very low endurance, prone to injury. Ooh. Illiterate, cannot read. Okay, unfit. Weak, no. Needs more sleep. Less effective with weapons. And then... Okay, maybe... Let's get rid of the Sunday driver. And we'll add all thumbs. There we go. Okay. Because I feel like this one, like the prone to injury, yeah, that's not going to be great. But like the running speed, everything. Shay was saying that you can just like lose weight by like changing the diet of the person or whatever. So, you know. I think that's it. All right, let's do it. Ah, I just double clicked accidentally. Sorry. I don't even know what that next window was. Rip. I didn't customize my character at all. Fuck. Well, this is how you died. In a world ran by zombies, where the only thing getting sucked is your blood. Wait, that's vampires. Hello? Wait, it's gonna make me do the tutorial again. At least I can read stuff now. Hair grungy behind the ears. That was me not that long ago. Okay. So run is shift, crouch is C, but then also alt run is sprint. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, so if you sprint, you trip. You're more likely to trip. I guess that's what that was. Okay. Combat. Bonk. You can also press space and right beside a down zombie to stomp them. It's weaker than attacking with a weapon. It means your weapon won't lose condition. You don't waste ammo. Remember to use the isometric cursor to aim for the head stomp. Summoning zombies' legs will never kill them. It just looks silly. Okay. So you could do that and also, I guess, make less noise. Okay, crafting. One of the most common mistakes in the zombies apocalypse is leaving the curtains open. Forgetting drips closures invites wandering zombies down your garden path to your brainstem. Okay. Eat nice food, cooking. Okay. I feel like the tutorial, like I get it, but also this just like completely negates. Oh my god, look at all the buttons. Okay. Wait, what? You can equip certain items to your belt, holster, or back. These items will show up in the squares at the bottom of the screen. Okay, so that's that. F equips, turns on your best light resource. Pressing F with a light source equipped will switch it on or off. Pressing F for longer will let you access other options like removing the battery. R reloads a firearm. Okay, that wasn't covered in the tutorial. X to clear jams. Yep, that wasn't covered. V, advanced vehicle options, or if in or beside a vehicle. Q, shouts. That's insane. So Q, if you accidentally hit Q, it shouts, but if you hold it, it's an emote wheel. That's a ridiculous like combo button. Because I accidentally hit it earlier. Click on ignition. Forward key. Alternatively, just press. That to just remove this. Just make it W. You're inside next to a vehicle. Okay. Weather. P to open the clothing protection panel. Fucking hell. Okay. Wait, so what was the... Nope, didn't mean to do that. Okay, how do I just not do this? Okay. I feel like having that window open is probably a bad idea. Nope, that's not what I meant to do. Holy fuck. How did I close the... What is the fucking button to close? Oh my god, just fucking... Zombies, just fucking take me. Oh my god. Oh, now you fucking work. Jesus Christ. There we go. Beautiful. All right. Okay. So I guess it makes the most sense to... Well, hang on. Let's... Pickles. I guess... We'll leave the freezer. We'll keep the doors closed. I don't think I have a weapon though, right? Do I? Keyring? No. Okay, I need a weapon. Let's check my temperature. Okay, what do I do? What do I do? Do I just survive? Wait, can I... There's nothing in it. Alright. Ooh, don't like that. Okay. We're going through the window. Nope, can't get through. No. Sure. That animation makes sense. Maybe I can get these sticks and these stones so I can break my bones. No? Alright. Can I go on the swing? Can I pull this up? No. Ooh, cockroach. Garbage bag. Unhappiness 20. Well, you know what? Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Someone's gonna be in here though. Oh yeah. Can I stamp on their head? Nope, not what I meant to do. We're gonna take all of this. Ooh, yeah. Oops. What the fuck is happening? Wait, what? This takes a while. Okay, we need a backpack of some sort. Freezer, uncooked, mutton chops, fresh uncooked. Okay, we'll leave those. Could be useful later. Pipe wrench? Oh. Quick primary. Wait, did it actually equip it? No. Yes, sorry, it did. Okay. Whoa! Wait, how do I fucking hit? Oh my god. How the fuck? Okay. How do I fucking hit? Oh my god. Can you fucking hit them? Jesus Christ. I was literally trying to hit them and it wouldn't fucking swing. That is so stupid. All right, I'm going with what I did before. That was so fucking stupid. It would not swing. I don't even know what the other thing was that I did. Alright, let's go with that. And then... There we go. Okay, let's not double click on this. Luigi! Oh my god. Look out, United Health CEOs. Okay, that doesn't matter. Alright. Definitely scary. But also very frustrating. I'm, and also it's nighttime, so that's good. Your style, your music. Okay, well, we're turning that off. Okay, I keep hitting escape. Oh, I could have just done that. There we go. No, turn off. Yeah, I keep hitting escape to leave menus. Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Grab. Butter. So am I supposed to, like, is this like my base, or I just have to keep moving? I guess that's what I'm not really understanding. I don't know if I need the sponge. Hey. Ooh. FBI cars. Okay, what happened over here? Don't really get what's going on with that, but okay. Let's see, anything in this box? Crate? Nope. Yeah, let me in. There's definitely gotta be something in here. Maybe there's a bottle I can get. Junk. Muffin tray. Ah, oh, bon maman. Give me some bon maman, baby. Should we steal a Bible? Jeans. Not really anything else. Can I read? Is there like a time of day, or like, how do I keep track of this? How have I got... Wait, I already got bites and scratches? What the fuck? How have I already got bites and scratches? Or is that just like protection? Okay. Let's... Well, it's empty, so there's no point doing anything there. Alright. Not tired enough to sleep. Alright. Sounds good. Is there... explore this hellhole. Let's do it. Okay. Where are we going? What are we doing? We're running inside the building. That's what's happening. We're in a trailer park. Oh. Uh-oh. Please leave me alone. Where the fuck do I find weapons? Oh, more zombies over there. Don't love that. Yeah, I'm not really finding any weapons. Something's gonna burst out, right? What do I do? I need a weapon. Let me in. Oh, God. Oh, God. What if toothpaste? Hello. Oh, great. No. Ooh, barbecue. All right. Maybe there's a... No? No weapon? Nothing? Well, at least, like, the side... Oh, God, they're coming this way. All right. Oh, cars are rocking. Don't come knocking. Okay, I think this is a bad idea. I don't really get where I'm supposed to, like... I mean, I understand about survival, everything. Okay, they're coming for me. Music picking up. What does that mean? I'm pleasantly hot. Yeah, I am. Hungry. Okay. Oh, fuck. Alright. Ha! Why do they keep fading in and out? Dude, I have not found a single fucking way. Granted, I haven't been in anywhere, so there's also that. Pretty sure this is where I started. Okay, well, it's one there. Leave me alone. Moist. Slight panic? Yeah, no shit. Okay, we'll slow down a bit, so... Pleasantly hot. Oh, I see, okay. So... Laundromat. Something on the floor. Can I climb this fence? Maybe don't want... Oh, God. All right. Nice. Parkour. Don't like that. Okay, apparently if I just run this way, I'm 1000% about to be attacked without question. There's no way. No way that's not about to happen. house. Sure, we'll jump the fence even though it's open. Why not? Definitely gonna be a zombie in here, right? Nope. Okay, nothing in here. Let's see if there's any food. Mortar and pestle, that could be useful. Spatula, can I equip secondary? I don't know. Definitely grabbing the cans. Yeah, we'll eat those as well. Marmalade. There we go. Let's... Denim. At least I have a bag. Keyring. Oh, so I can put keys on the... Wait, I had this the whole time? Repair, never. Equip in both hands. There we go. Oh, I don't love this. Wait, there could be medical supplies. No. We'll take... Oh, we'll take that, though. Hell yeah, we'll take that. Okay, there's no rifles, so... We'll grab that. We'll equip. At least we have a rifle now. But I don't think I have any ammo. Okay. One of those. Oh. Grab those. Let's read. Revolver as well? What the fuck? In the streamer bot chat, that did not do what you wanted to do, but then I looked over the Twitch chat and I was like, okay. There we go. All right. I think I grabbed everything. Okay, apparently my... Oh, nope, pressing the wrong button. Fanny pack. Grab you. Don't think I need the strapless bra. Duffel bag. Okay, so how do I... Wait, hang on. How do I... What? How much encumbrance? Let's equip. Put on back. There we go. Very heavy load. Wait. Back then... Wait, I'm confused. I thought it could... Wait, where did my backpack go? Still too heavy. Okay. That's fine. Okay, we do have water. That's fine. How much do you... It doesn't... It's not heavy. It's a lot of canned foods, though. Hunger 24 and happiness up. Calories. That's a lot of calories. Okay. Encumbrance 0.8. We gotta lose 3. I could throw these away, or like, we'll drop them. Don't drop the soap though. Ah, forgot I had bits from RPG. Oh, is that a bits thing? Oh, I didn't even realize. Thank you so much for the bits redeem. I don't even understand. I'm such a boomer. I don't even understand that stuff was bits. I thought that was just like a channel points thing. Thank you for the message effects. Appreciate it. Stack encumbrance. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. Encumbrance reduction. Kind of don't. I don't know. This is kind of overwhelming. Transfer all. Can I put these? Wait. How do I just move stuff to my backpack then? Oh, for fuck's sake. Wait, what did that just transfer to? Wait, what the fuck? Oh my god. Alright. What's happening? Peckish? Okay. Eat some... Eat some butter. I don't know. Thank you for the bits, Pyro. How do I transfer between... Okay, I want to transfer stuff to, like, my backpack. How do I do that? Oh. What? This is like... Yeah, I have a bunch of the rounds in. How much does the duffel bag weigh? Those are equipped. Okay. I don't really know what that would be for, but all right. There we go. Because it seems to default to my body. Okay, apparently the pillow weighs more than most other things. Sure. Okay. I don't know what I'm doing. I don't know what I'm doing. What, no jorts? Oh, let's read this. Takes a long time to read. I think that's one of the perks I chose. I bought some bits for the first time the other day because I was like, sometimes I'm like, I want to like subscribe, but then I'm also like, it's just like a one-off thing. Whereas like bits, I can be a piece of shit and just kind of troll with like text-to-speech, and it can be kind of fun, and it costs basically the same. I don't love that it's like double the price, but at the same time, a sub, it's like the streamer only gets 50% of that anyway. So, I don't know. I do wish bits were a little bit more balanced on that. Like, I really wish it wasn't like $2.30 to buy 100 bits. That's fucking crazy. But, or it's like $11 to buy 500 bits. Like, that's nuts. But I do think I'm going to start switching some subs to just get turbo instead. Because it's getting fucking pricey, man. It's getting pricey. Like, subscribing to one person is like $9.50 now. So I'm just rubbing the back of my legs. Don't mind me. Just having a good feel. You know what? I'm reading this book as if like... Wait, did I pick up the other book? Wait, where did that other book go? What's that? Drowsy, could do a lie down. All right. It's clearly not what I meant to do. Got to get a draft in, you know, a little bit of air in for the zombie apocalypse. Okay, slept. Let's eat. Oh, I did put it in here. Okay. And we'll drink you. Why not? There we go. All right, so I feel I've quite literally done nothing so far. Wait, I slept and now it's nighttime? Fuck. At least I had a weapon. Finally. Okay, you can come one at a time. Oh, look at this. Yeah. Now what? Now what? Belly button ring. No, thank you. Gross. That could be useful. That could be worth something. Now we can tell time. Ah. Interesting. Yeah, why not? We can sell it maybe. I don't actually know how that works, but whatever. All right. Are you gonna get up? No. All right. You have nothing of value. All right. Hungry again? Pretty sure we've already eaten half of that anyway. No? All right. I didn't mean to do that. Fuck, man. Keep like moving my mouse up, and then the menu doesn't go away, and then I hit escape, and it's just all terrible. Oh, that was terrifying. There we go. Lumberjack shirt, bloody. No. There might be more in here. Fill water bottle. Ooh, slightly encumbered. Okay. That's fine. Oh my god, hitting the... See, anything? Pickles, food, fresh. Fresh uncooked. Yeah, let's eat all of that. Grapefruit. That's not what I want to do with the grapefruit. Okay, there's definitely going to be more zombies. Ooh. Grab the book. Let's... How much space have I got? Not a lot, actually. Let's move. Put the accessories in backpack, I guess. Do the socks do anything? Not really. Nope, full. All right. Okay, hang on. Let's figure this out. Okay. I'm gonna transfer all of these. All right. I have an idea. Okay. I'll put you in here. Okay. Then grab the duffel bag. Equip the duffel bag. And then go to this. Take all. Aha! There it is. Okay, so now... And this is slow as shit, but whatever. Put some books in here. Okay. But at least... Wait, am I not holding this? Well. Thought I was... Yeah, that was very confusing. Okay. Bag within a bag. Dream within a dream. How are we doing now? Okay, we have more space. Okay, that's making a little bit more sense to me now. And then we'll put the sugar in as well. And the wristwatch. I think it's not one I'm wearing, but maybe it is. Nope, it was what I was wearing. All right. Put the sleeping tablets in the bag as well. There we go. All right. Get ready to get attacked. Nope. All right. Closed umbrella. T-shirt. Okay. Nothing of value. We're out. We're out of this bungalow. Okay. Just as a heads up, an ad is about to run as well. I wonder what... How do I check? Condition? It's okay. Alright. I don't think I can repair it. I do need to find more weapons, though. Gather gunpowder? I don't understand. No, I don't understand. Whew. It's a lot of menus. A lot of menus. Don't like this van setup. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombies. Nice. They don't have a lot of clothes. Well, they don't really have a lot of stuff on them. Like tank tops? Yeah, sure, but... Shoes... And on the floor. Wonder if bits prices will come down with the new Apple versus Epic ruling. No, because it's not about that. The price of bits was never set for that. The price of bits was set. The reasoning that they gave was because of people doing chargebacks. So they're like, oh, well, it's for legal fees and platform fees and things like that of their own platform. It won't. Like, it's more expensive to buy bits on mobile, but the price is the same, and always has been, on Windows. Okay, so this is gonna go real bad because I'm pretty sure my baseball bat's about to. Okay. Corpses. High-end camera. Of course we're grabbing that. Kidding me? Yeah, let's just read a newspaper in the middle of the zombie apocalypse. Haven't heard if Twitch has even updated the app to do the out of Apple ecosystem. They did, but the price is set like that on PC already because of all of those other costs, right? So it's just it's very, like, there's a difference when it comes to the subscription. I do think, because I think there's more elements to it, but with the bits, I think that a 20% markup makes sense. But it's not 20%, right? It's significantly higher. I did used to be very much of like, oh, that kind of sucks because it's like you're paying, you know, the amount you're paying Twitch like $1.30 or whatever it is to like give a streamer $1. I was like, what the fuck is this? But now it's like beyond that. Like, it's gone way too far. And back, stir fry is amazing. Hell yeah, dude. What did you end up doing with it? You use lots of oil, as I hoped. I'm pretty sure my bat's like one step away from just being. Nice. That is a very satisfying leather jacket. Definitely want to wear that. It might be a little hot though. Food. You're getting a little hungry. Are we getting a little hungry? Oh. Let's put in container corpse. Okay. Oh, you can't like just eat the canned food. Okay. Yeah, we'll eat half. All right, well, it's gone. Never mind. Apple vs. Epic ruling changed the platform purchase cost. If you ditch Apple, is the payment. Yeah, because it was very anti. Because I mean, Apple's having a rough time right now because apparently they're gonna struggle with all the tariff stuff, and they haven't moved fast enough to like move product. Oh fuck me. They haven't moved production fast enough to the U.S. that they're gonna be caught out, and of course the consumers are gonna pay, right? That's always the way. It's never gonna be like, oh well, cost of business. It's like, no, all the prices are just gonna go insanely high. Patron said the change spiked the purchases. The change of the the change of the ruling. I mean, that's good because again, they probably had to offset a lot of those costs on those platforms with that. The Apple change, yeah. I mean, that's really good because it's like there's an option on Patreon as well where you can set it where it's like oh fuck, all right. Oh shit. Oh my god. All right, we're going over the fence. All right, this is not the place I want to be. Is that zombie giving a massage? No. Okay. Oh fuck. Where's the vending machine though? It's empty. Great. Oh fuck. All right. Hang on. wait for this one. I mean, that's good, because it's like, yeah, you had the option on Patreon to be like, I will assume the cost, or it will cost people's more money to subscribe on that, where it's like the bill. I always set it to I absorb the cost, so if people paid, not that I have any, I think the only patrons I have is like 2 or 3 of you, which is Pyro and I exchanging $1, Robin and EveryPen, which is fine. But I have it set to where it's like if someone ever did subscribe on Patreon, that the cost comes out of my cut rather than them. I don't want someone paying more money just because they're on a different platform, you know? I don't think that's fair. Oh man, my character is very spooked. Is that someone in that chair? I think someone's in that chair. Alright. Oh, fuck. Alright. Close the fucking door. Cake. Eat it. Wet and pleasantly hot. Drop. Oh, good. They broke in. I like that you already had a bandage on your head. Oh, fuck. Alright. They got a bite. Damn it. I've not, like, been healing myself at all. Like, I don't think I have any bandages whatsoever. That is also very, it's kind of like a dog when there's a gate open but they refuse to go around. I have not got anything to like heal myself with. Dry myself. Nice. Ooh, nice. Alright, apparently that me carrying chocolate over encumbered me. Just gonna eat. Oh, fuck! Christ. Okay, well, we're dead. Oh, fuck off, you bellends. Death counter. I mean, I've already died once in the well, the first one that I did. Can I not just seriously just not walk through? What the fuck? That's dumb. Alright, we're gonna die because I don't have anything to heal with. Critical damage, yeah. I don't have anything. Like, we're gonna... I don't know what to do. You want a tip? I'm gonna be honest, no, because I'm probably not gonna, once I die, I'm probably not gonna play this again. I'll be straight up honest. Wait, why did I lose? No. You want to seem stubborn, have a mental break. I mean, you're seeing that in real time every single day. I don't have to play this game. No, Shay's my 13th reason. Shay is definitely my 13th reason. Without a shadow of a doubt. Okay, liquor store. We're going in. Let's see if we can. That's something hot. Consider taking off clothing. All right, chill out. Convenient marts. Can I? Maybe a granola bar will heal me. No, that's a magazine stand. We need. Let's go in the adult video store before we die, shall we? I honestly just need bandages, man. Yeah, I'm like bleeding everywhere. What's this place? I can't even like run anymore. Is that where I was? Oh, that's where I was. All right, they got inside eventually. Yeah, I'm just bleeding out. This is just a slow, painful death. So getting in there, just need a slight poke to send you over. Yeah, that's kind of it. It's because he doesn't want the responsibility, right? Because then he doesn't get his inheritance. He can't be the legitimate reason why. So he's just got to get me to that. Oh, fucking hell. Oh, just take me out. Just fucking end me, all right. Okay, do you wanna stop fucking jumping between them and just let me? I'm dead. All right. Okay. I'm just gonna say it. I don't like the game. I don't like the game. I don't like it. I find it clunky and annoying to control. I find it very unintuitive. I find it intrusive with the UI, where I accidentally hover over something because I want to move my mouse, and then the menu doesn't go away, and the menu takes up so much fucking space. That game is not for me. That game is straight up not for me. And I didn't even get far into it. I didn't even get like to a point where it's like, I think okay, it's an unfair assessment to say. I don't think it's a bad game. I think it's just not designed for me. I think that's my criticism. It's not a game that is designed for me where I get that enjoyment. I don't think I'm willing to spend the time to invest the time into a game like this to learn enough about it for it to get good. I think I'm just constantly going to be fighting against things I don't like to convince myself to play. Like, maybe it would be more fun if I played with Shay or whatever in co-op, because it's not really about the game at that point. The UI, I hate it with a passion. I think it's way too involved. It's cumbersome. I understand the element of like you have to do everything, but like the fact that so what I was trying to do then, what I was trying to do was I was trying to go to my backpack, scroll down, get my gun, and just load the gun and try the gun. And what it was doing was it was just scrolling between the backpack and my inventory. And I was like, it doesn't work properly. I think a game we have to sink time and learn game, and most people don't like that. I'm okay to sink time into a game and learn how to play it. I just don't think that this presents itself well enough for most people to be willing to do that. I think a game that does it really well is a game like Oxygen Not Included or Don't Starve Together. Because I understand that this is a survival sim and it's supposed to be hard, but there's no maybe there is like easing you in, because it definitely felt like as I got further out, more and more zombies, but it just like it doesn't ease you into where you can get anywhere meaningful and learn. Like, I know I didn't go to a lot of stores or anything like that, but it's like or like in all the houses, but the game kind of incentivized me, in my opinion, to run away and not go in those things because I don't have the equipment to deal with those things. Like, it doesn't start you in a place where you can at least, and like that's the builder level, you know? Again, could be me, could just be the way I'm playing, could be wrong on that front. It's that was the lowest level of focus on construction and farming. I didn't find any weapon, like I found the guns, but it's like I didn't find anything building. I don't really know. I mean, I get the whole thing is just survive, but I don't really know what I'm supposed to be doing. And like, it's not that I need a hand holding, tell me step by step, but I feel like I have nothing to aim for other than just survive, which then that becomes a thing of like, what is my point? What is my goal? And I understand there's elements where it's like you want to build stuff yourself. It's like any base building game. Like, there's no point to it. Like, Minecraft has no point. But I think it's like it incentivizes you to want to kind of unlock and do more things. Nothing about that made me want to like, oh man, I can't wait to like figure out recipes, because I just feel like it's not ever going to get me to where I want to be. So I don't know. I think it's a game where it's like, maybe it's one of those games that I'll enjoy watching other people who are good at it play, in the same ways I feel with like Dark Souls and things like that. I just feel like the UI, the control system is bad, in my opinion. The control system is bad. I was like, it feels very counterintuitive. It like, you know, I understand the isometric camera. It's like you hold the right button and click and everything. I feel like it's just like swinging for the fences. It's inconsistent with when I'm trying to hit an enemy. I understand like the time you have to go through the animation. That's totally fine. But it was just like, it felt really inconsistent. It felt really frustrating to use. Yeah, I don't know. I think it's a game you have to sing time. That, or a game you have to play with people who tell you how to play. Maybe that's a part of it, of like playing with people who like already know how to play it. It's just like, I think, again, going back to the how do I want to spend my time, because games are just time killers, right? Really, it's like it's escapism, it's things like that. And as I said, my concern was just, it feels like I'm putting more work into it than I am escaping and doing something that's more interesting. Like, I don't I don't feel like, how do I say it? It's like, not that my actions don't matter, but it just feels like, again, I didn't like RimWorld. I like the art style. I think the art style's cool. I find navigation of the UI. I find that the tutorial doesn't. Is this still early access? Yeah, but when did it? Okay, this has been in early access for 10 years, 12 years, or is that wrong? This released on 2013, or am I completely insane? Like, when did this? When did Zomboid enter early access? This has been in early access for 12 years. If it had been like a year, I'd be like, yeah, okay, fair enough. 12 years? I understand there's a lot of systems. I understand that it has a lot of depth that I really respect and appreciate. And the reviews, it has very positive reviews. It's just not designed for me. It's straight up just not designed for me. That's all it is. I realize I'm being very critical. It's just straight up not designed for me. Okay, I'm just reading like some of the reviews, because I again, I want more games like this made, but the fact that it's been in early access for 12 years is kind of wild. I like the atmosphere. I think that, yeah. The game, I'm just going to read this review. The game is very interesting. The ambience for a tabletop game is really great and immersive. Unfortunately, there's nothing to do after having built a base. Sure, you can clear out some random building, but what's the point if the only loot you'll get is a rusty hammer that will break after killing 50 zombies? Magazine number 53,000. Of course, there's mods that can help spice up the gameplay a little bit, but even then, it's bound to get repetitive pretty fast. The second problem I have, it's not the game itself, but the devs developing. Ooh. This game has been in early access for 12 years. Okay, that is a criticism I have, that it's been in early access for 12 years. That's Star Citizen levels of early access. This is definitely more further along, but different style. Maybe more since existed for on another platform. And in that time, for the devs have done what other indie companies put out maybe 5 years. Most depressing part is they've made millions off this game. Still, for God knows what reason, they have not increased the size of the dev team. Because why would they? It's really mind-boggling. That criticism I don't agree with. Like, it doesn't matter about the size of the dev team. Just give you an idea of how slow the devs are. I bought the game in 2022. In that time, they've only released the unstable, buggy mess that is 42. I mean, it seems that they're updating fairly frequently. Maybe that's just because of the new Steam rules, but I'll give them credit. They're still updating frequently. As to what those updates are, I don't know. But I do find it wild that it's still in early access. Being in early access... No, not even since I left school. This has been in early access 2 years after I not only left university, but also did a 2-year diploma to become a teacher. Like, I moved to Canada. I've been in Canada longer, slightly longer, but Vancouver. This has been, I'm going to be honest. Let's check the date. This game came out. I'm just going to give you an example. This game came out 3 days before I moved to Vancouver. 4 days. I moved to Vancouver on November 11th or 12th in 2013. That's how long this game has been in early access. We let you in that long ago. Yeah, well, a year before that. NPCs that have been promised soon in 2017 have not been added. No animals, no NPCs were promised. And the only updates that have come out last years are Thursdoids. All along of, oh look, we've made clothing not clip into each other. They've been posted each month. 9% of these feel like devs struggling to figure out. Sorry, one sec. Something's going on outside. Police are barricading the road, and there's people with still on Canadian. Nope. Still not Canadian. And the only updates that have come out last year is they've been posted each month. 90% of these feel like devs struggling. I'm gonna switch to just chatting. Not that I'm like worried about someone coming in and being like, blah, blah, blah. No, it's just like I'm not playing the game, so don't think reading the Steam reviews count. Big things coming out, but not sure when. If you're more interested in the history of the dev updates, I suggest taking a look at some Reddit posts on somebody's subreddit. It's funny to see posts from 7 years ago mentioning the exact same issues that occur now. For some reason, the devs also seem to redevelop the entire engine and core mechanics every update. To my opinion, shows some real issues with the game's code. Yes, the game is fun with its atmosphere and gameplay. Yes, you customize the games you're liking, but it gets to a point where you can only customize so much until core issues like no late game and purpose catch up. My best guess is 43, which is supposed to have NPCs, were released earliest in 2013. Conclusion, I would not recommend this game due to its lacking late game content and terrible development times that at most seem to never be going to be fixed. I will edit review each year or so, just give a summary of what the devs have done, most likely nothing a lot of times. That was posted beginning of May. Yes, Tina finally moved. I can from outside your old place into your place. Glad to be together. Yeah, I appreciate it. I appreciate that. Thank you. Thank you. I just there's stuff as well where I'm like, there's reviews on this where it's like nice game with a lot of mods. I don't think that is a I don't think that is a positive thing that you can give to the game. I think it's great that it has a community behind it that are willing to do it, but I think that you're giving a positive review to a game when all you do is modify it. This game came right around the most I lost interest in zombie games, like if they were just zombie games. I think it's an interesting game, but I the thing is like I what how much time do I have in this game now? I have 97 minutes in this game, okay? And I already kind of alluded to what that review said, where I'm like, I don't see what the point is and where this is going. Sons of the Forest, there's a story element to it. There's base building. You can keep going and you can add to it. Don't Starve has the element of like you keep building your base and the enemies get more and more, like the waves get bigger or vary and things like that. And it's like, while there is no inherent endgame, there's a lot to do with the caves and everything. That one I'm like, okay, so I'm just running around and I might find bandages and things like that. And like, I'm assuming eventually you can like strip down clothes and do this and that. And it's like, you know, I'm not trying to yuck anyone's yum if they do like this game. I'm just expressing my feelings about it, where it's like I just am not willing to put the time in to that. In the same way, the way I described to Shape before I even played this was it's when people describe a show to you and they're like, oh man, yeah, I love this show. It's bad until you get like 6 episodes in. And I'm like, I'm not going to watch a TV show that's 8 episodes long where 6 of those hours, because it's an hour long episode, are bad. I'm not going to do it. So why would I do it with a game where I'm like, I don't like the mechanic? Yes, I can always get better at the gameplay and the mechanics, but it's never going to change my underlying feeling of it doesn't feel satisfying. None of it felt satisfying. The stomps felt satisfying, but it was so inconsistent. I'd have the cursor on the head and I'd hit spacebar and it'd miss, you know? Okay, was quaint. Now it's like mods are required. Yeah, I mean, it's like a Bethesda game. It's the same criticism of Bethesda games, right? If your game is only good because a modding community exists around it to fix the problems or add things to it, you don't really have a game. Gameplay changes after you have 100 hours. True. Breaking Bad. Yeah. Yeah. You know what? I'll give you that. Breaking Bad is a slow burn. I do like Breaking Bad overall, but it is one of those shows where if I watch it again, each time I find more things that I don't like about it than I do. But I do like it. I've seen season 1 of The Wire. I don't remember a single fucking thing. And I'm so sick of people like, oh my god, it's the greatest show ever. Nah, I'm good. I'm good. Sorry, an ad's about to start. I missed it. I couldn't snooze it. I'm gonna use the chance to go and get a drink though, and then I'll come back. Technically, what do you mean technically? I'm actual teacher. All right, ad's about to run. I'm gonna get a drink. I don't know, Scott. I'm going by convict rules, where if you went to jail, you're still a convict, right? If you became a teacher, a qualified teacher, and you taught, you're a teacher. I've done teaching. I was a teacher for like a couple years, and then I moved to Canada, and then eventually I taught again, and I was like, oh, I forgot I really hate this. Like I still have the oh yeah, I'll never do it again. I'll do tutorials online and like help people in my job, but I will never be a teacher again. It was that experience of going back to it was one of the worst experiences. And they even like tried to threaten me with legal stuff because it was such a bad experience. I was like, I can't do this. And like, well, we've signed contracts, so you have to. And like, I was like, I can't do it. I was like, this is like, you're hiring industry professionals and I'm working like 70 hours a week. And then and then I can't teach on top of that. And also, the people that I was teaching were not people who wanted to be there. It was really super weird. And I was just like, yeah, I can't, like, this is not working. And it's like, clearly I was like, I don't want to do this. That school went under for a lot of problems and reasons. So like, and a lot of people have a problem with that person who ran it. So it's like, it wasn't just like a me thing of like, I had that issue with them, or it's like my problem. Like, I definitely wasn't the best at, like, I wasn't the right person for that position. I'll say that. But at the same time, it was like there were way bigger problems going on with the way that they were running things. Basically, their entire business relied on international students. And then when COVID hit, it just went gone. I feel like I got enough opinions about shows that people really love that one day I'm going to get a hit put out on me for them. I mean, there's also the aspect of like people just like bombarding you with this is the greatest thing ever and oh my God and this and that. They like you go to it and you're like, it sets your expectation in such a weird way that you're never going to enjoy it or experience it the way they want to. It's like when I played when I played Borderlands 3 and I played with people on stream or even off stream, whatever, they were dragging me through the story that I wasn't getting to play the game. I was not actually getting to play it at all. So the whole reason that they love the game, they weren't letting me experience it to become a fan of the game. And that's part of the problem with like, I'll even say with like Sinners. I saw Sinners. Really good movie. I definitely have issues with it. Really good movie. But it was so unbelievably overhyped. And I think people, same with video games or anything, people's perception of like, we've had so much trash for a long time that when you get something that's just slightly above or better than average, suddenly it's like, oh, we've got to like, oh, it's the greatest thing ever. And I'm like, nah, man. Like, it's the problem I have with games like Until Dawn or what's the other one, The Quarry and stuff, and like, or Detroit Become Human, where I'm like, these are not well written stories and games. What they feel like is someone who was not good enough to make a TV show or a movie that would have been a 4 out of 10 makes it into a game and suddenly it's like, oh, it's incredible. And I'm like, no, it's still kind of shit. I don't know. The technically I'm a professional mountain bike guide, ski instructor, backcountry. I mean, yeah. If you put it on your resume, then yeah. Sounds like school was a lot like the upskill professional learning places that went under in Canada. Kind of. And it was like they were even doing things where it was like for people who didn't do well in school and they did it as like top-up courses so that you could go and do it and then it would count towards you getting onto like accreditation to get onto like a diploma course. So it's like they were just taking anyone. And there was like people in that class who did not want to be there at all. There was one kid who was like showing up and like bragging that he was like hungover on drugs. He was like recording me in the class as it was like super weird. It was just such a weird and uncomfortable experience. And it was really bad. And these kids didn't care. And I was like, why am I wasting my time? You know, if not saying that that's not a thing, but like if you go to like a high school, whatever, like kids have to be there by mandatory reasons. These kids were choosing to be there, mostly because their parents were like, you have to go to school and do something. You flunked out of high school, whatever, you have to go do something. I'm like, you're paying, or your parents are paying a lot of money for you to be here, and you're just fucking around and wasting my time. And that really irks me because it's like you chose to come here and be here and do these things. It's not, again, it's like creative fields, like streaming content, whatever, like VFX. It's not something you just, I mean, people do fall into those careers, but it's something you can fall into and half-ass. You have to actually do it. That's why I'm not really playing Elden Ring, because so much hype. I don't know if I'll touch it, especially since my PC can't run it unless I install a mod to make it available to my PC. Yeah, when you have to mod it just for that. I think I'm going to start a new review series for games. It's all right. Yeah. Well, Nakey Jakey has a video about that, and it's called In Defense of 7 out of 10 games, where it's like, it's such a weird thing where it's like in gaming, if it's not at least an 8 out of 10, everyone's like, this is the biggest piece of shit ever. But then in movies, it's like, a lot of people have like, their favorite movie is a 5 out of 10. Like, it's such a weird bar to set with video games. It's insane. But like, he has a good video about In Defense of 7 out of 10 games. Smacking Echo, hell yeah, smack him. Also, you see what the CEO, I think Gearbox said when someone asked Borderlands 4B, that tweet alone is the reason I'm not buying Borderlands. Yeah, I mean, even if he's like, oh, it's not my call, and then he did an interview where he was also saying like, oh, you know, well, it's like the budget for the game is twice what we did for Borderlands 3 and all of this, and the development costs are so much higher. And we're like, no one asked you to do that. You chose to put $300 million into the game. We didn't. And there's no way that it's going to be twice the game that you made before. No one asked for that. Also, you're like, oh, it's $80. Yeah, but you're going to sell deluxe editions. You're going to do the early access for 2 days. You're going to do all of these things. You're going to do live service thing. You're going to do a battle pass. You're going to do all these things. Fuck off. The game is not. How can, Santa Monica Studio make, or Insomniac or Guerrilla Games, like for the PlayStation, how can they make Gears of War, God of War, Spider-Man, and Horizon Zero Dawn? Yes, there are deluxe editions, but like, they made complete games for the price of what a game is, and they were successful and made money and were able to do it. Crazy, right? It's so crazy that you could sell a game for $60 in the modern day and it still be incredibly successful, because you didn't go in. I mean, God of War had a pretty high budget, but it's like, you didn't go insane with the budget. You didn't do all the, like, you made the game that you were supposed to make. It's not just like, I mean, look at all the stuff in Marathon and Bungie right now, right? Like, there's a whole thing with them. And, there was a video, I was watching it before the stream, and it was talking about how, like, the Bungie has shifted from calling players to calling them customers, and it's not player first games anymore. It's about, like, it's all about product and customers, and it's such a problem because you can feel it. Also, 7 out of 10 is a good score. It's an insanely good score. Like, if I was like, oh yeah, these movies, you go on IMDb and you see a movie that's 7 out of 10, you're like, damn, good movie, right? Why on video games? There's games where I'm like, yeah, this is not great. It's very sparse or whatever. It feels lifeless or whatever. I saw a 7 out of 10. Can we just make it clear that if dish ships weren't dish ships, I would be at a punk rock pool party right now? I think you should still go. Is it because of your leg stuff that happened? Wait, did I miss something? Tell your friends to skip it. Shame streamers for stream, but I want to play it. I want on the streamers to play it. You go and hit him. Is he awake today? Is he awake already? I also realize I'm just like sitting here in silence. I'm gonna put the music back on. 7 out of 10 is trash. Needs to be a 9 out of 10 to make it playable. Yeah, right. I just think that like 7 out of 10 needs to go away, and that if you're going to throw a 7 out of 10, it should be used for something that's actually a 7 out of 10. Use a normal scale, because it feels like in games the scale goes from like, it's like 1 to 3 and then like 7 to 10, and everything in between is just completely ignored. They literally copy and pasted the art from Twitter and did a smudge over text proving it was them. It is in Vegas. Thinking about Marathon game is they stole art from someone. Is there something else? They stole art from someone else, and then apparently there's a whole thing where the conditions at Bungie are apparently horrendous. And what's happening is by the end of this year, a bunch of the executives that are at Bungie basically their investment in the company, or their shares in the company, vest which means they get like millions of dollars. Like we're talking like 50 to 80 million dollars paid out to them, and they can just retire and leave. And so Sony's pissed because they paid $3.7 billion for it. Allegedly, they're pissed. And they refuse to let the game have more time and delay it because they don't want it to. The rumor is they don't want the game's release to delay past that point, because if it fails, those people who are in leadership roles should not be paid out for the kind of retirement, and then to get them out of the company. Apparently it's really, really bad. Allegedly stuff came out where it was like the executives at Bungie were buying, or at least paying for, multi-million dollar penthouses to use as crash pads and throw parties in and things like that. All on the dime of like what they made from the Sony deal. It's crazy. Hillary convicted and blaming on an ex. It's always the ex-employee, right? With how rampant and prominent the stolen artwork is, the art director needs to walk the plank. I mean, it does seem like he wasn't aware of it, but at the same time, that needs to go through a process, right? If somebody just shows up one day with an art style, it's like when you write a project at school and you have to provide your resource, like your references, right? Why is that not a thing in art? It's like, hey, you need to be, if you are using reference and you're using all these things and like taking all this stuff, then you need to be on that shit. And like they're all saying like all of the art people at Bungie follow that artist, so it's like it's hard to be like you didn't see their work, like it wasn't, you know, there's little weird stuff like that. Executives going to catch on to it. Well, apparently allegedly Sony will try and stop them by making the game come out. When it bombs, they will like basically take over the company, kick those people out before they get paid out. And the whole reasoning is because Bungie got rid of someone else, and they're suing for wrongful termination. So Sony needs the proof and the reasoning, so that if and when it goes to court, they can be like, no, we're not paying these people out. And they have like definitive things, but there's a lot of weird stuff. Latest I just read, marketing campaign was pulled for the last quarter of the year for Marathon. Heard from Sony Marketing. Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. I mean, they did a live stream, like a state of play live stream, and they didn't even show the game because they couldn't. Try to the art staff for following artists, and yeah, either was aware of it, negligent. I mean, I could definitely see the negligence aspect, because if you're doing so many things, and if it's not him necessarily following, it's the other art staff. But this should have been raised and flagged as an issue and been like, well, this is a thing. Or what? So it's either it was flagged and it was ignored. There's just like a lot of things. I mean, also Bungie is in hot water about Destiny 2, where some guy is suing them, saying that they stole the story to his game, and they said that they can't even show a playable version of the game to prove that it's not, because they've changed the game code so much that the old code for these vaulted story things like Osiris or whatever it is won't work. Like, they've been sunsetted and they won't work with the existing build of the game, so they can't put a build together for it to be proven. So then apparently they showed a bunch of video footage of YouTubers playing it in full to be like, here's the example, and then the judge was like, no, that's not good enough, you need to provide a build and we can actually see it. And so it's this really weird thing that's happening, because they're like, well, the guy who's suing them has never played Destiny, so how did he know that the story they've allegedly stolen is his story? And if the judge won't let them submit YouTube videos as evidence, where is he getting his evidence from? Because no versions of the game exist where that can be played anymore. Because even with like disc-based games, as soon as you put the disc in these days, it updates and changes, right? So the launch version of Destiny 2, even on a disc, as soon as it connects to the internet, is no longer that. I mean, I also find it weird they don't have a copy of the disc that they can just put into like a offline console that could be played. That seems strange to me. Or that they don't have an archive of these builds, and that are kind of like, if you're sunsetting it, because you might want to bring it back at some point, right? Like, why is there not a build of the game that's archived? I get it to an extent, but I feel like a company of that size, and this has happened many, many times, why they haven't done that, you know? It's weird. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe I need to give Zomboid more time and just like not have it on stream where it's like there's an element of pressure to it as well. But I don't think, from what I've played there, I don't think I'm gonna enjoy what's to come, because all that's gonna happen from that point is my baseball bat and everything is gonna break, and then I'm not gonna be able to repair it. Give it another 10 years. Okay, just keep playing it for 10 years. I'll end up looking like one of those streamers who only can play Dead by Daylight, otherwise no one will watch their channel, and you'll just look like a shell of a human being with all the life drained out. I don't know, man. I need a game. I need a game that I can sink my teeth into. Schedule 1 was fun, but it was really fun with Shay, and I haven't played it since. And I'm like, I don't want to play it on my own. It's boring on its own. How is that different? What, the Dead by Daylight thing? Or sinking my teeth into a game? Shell of a human? I mean, I guess because my livelihood isn't directly tied to my playing a game that I hate. Not necessarily hate, but like, I'm so sick of playing because I've played 2,000 to 3,000 hours of it because it's the only thing people will watch me play. It's kind of like a lot of GTA RP streamers, right? They're kind of stuck in playing those games. They may still get viewership, but it's like a fraction of what they usually get, and their entire income and livelihood depends on them playing those games, and you're just like, this is hell. Also, I do find it interesting, like, I mean, it definitely catches your eye, but I'm just gonna say, like, the Marvel Rivals poster, they knew what they were doing. They knew what they were doing. Apparently Timberborn has a big update. Like, the update is now zip lines and stuff, so maybe I'll do that. Oh, what did Scott do? Wait, oh god, I can't even see what you typed. Why did it time you out? Oh, because you linked. Oh, you're sub right now. Deliver at all costs. Okay, what's deliver at all costs? Deliver. Is this the one you were talking about in Shay's Discord the other day? Sifu. Oh, you did say Sifu was free on... Maybe I just don't like this style of... Is also free on Epic Games Store. Maybe I just don't like this style of game, like the top-down. Which is really funny, because I was trying to, like, when I was trying to start learning game, I was like, oh, maybe I'll make an isometric game. Maybe I'm what like those YouTubers. I'm like, I don't like the thing that I want to make. Sifu may have a challenge with, or it may click. Yeah, because it's like the physics-based fighting, right? It's very controller. I like playing with a controller. I prefer playing with a controller. I'm not really a keyboard and mouse person. I prefer a controller. Okay, so it has like, it's like physics. Okay, string of that. So it has like Street Fighter elements per se, but different. Okay, do I have app? I do. Oh god, I don't think I have like login stuff. I have like 2 Epic accounts. One that was like game dev stuff, and one for like games. I always forget which one's which. Maybe. Nope. Oh, no, apparently it didn't. Delete the last attempt. Let's try that. Oh. I remember. Am I the greatest of all time? Oh, I have an authy thing. Okay. Oh no, I typed it in the chat. Oh my god, so many. So many steps, and now I have to update Epic. God damn. All right, I'm gonna add that to my wish list. $40. Okay, yeah, I'm definitely getting this for free on Epic. That's for sure. Okay, what game are we? Let's look at my livery. Ah, you just updated. What the fuck? Hydrate. Hi, Aqua. Good morning. It really timed you out and locked it there? Oh, God. Oh, okay. Epic's having a epic meltdown. What was the other game saying? Seafood. Okay. I need to be better at getting the Epic games. Free games on Epic. I think it crashed. It's running slow, that's for sure. It's a mega sale. I should use Epic games more. To be honest, there's no reason to not, other than like I know the games aren't necessarily on Steam, but it's not a big deal. Morning, right? Oh, PUBG's free now? Interesting. Colpos are getting you. I mean, it's just a lot of free games. It's a lot of free games, right? And like, there's games that are on here that you can't get anywhere else. It's in like Alan Wake 2, Epic only. I don't know. Oops. Could play Fantasy Life like the rest of Twitch. I heard some not great stuff about that game. Not in terms of the game, but like we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that. Holy shit. Sifu is. I like that Sifu Studio is called Slow Clap as well. Apparently the multiplayer of Fantasy Life fucking sucks because it's like timed and it's not like oh, I don't want to do that. Shit, I just accidentally clicked on giving my email to people. Oh well. Like that, yeah, it's true. I don't have any friends, so. Wait, how? Clair Obscur, it's like a $40 game, right? God damn, Canadian prices are insane. Base game, $65. What's in the box? Fantasy Life. Because Galaxy was talking about Fantasy Life. And it has like positive reviews, but then it's like people are just like, oh, some people are like, this is the perfect cozy game. Isn't it something where it's like the multiplayer is limited to 30 minutes or something insane? Like most people want to play with friends, but it's like, wait, is this the same game? No, it must be, yeah. Released 21st of May. The girl who Fancy Life the girl who steals time. Yeah, apparently like you can only play multiplayer for like an hour and then it kicks you out and stuff like that. Oh, interesting. Okay, so that's really funny. Well, not really. Okay, so wait, what happened there? Sorry, the reason I'm like reacting like that is on Epic, Clair Obscur is $64.99. Steam, it was showing it at like $58.99, but then I clicked on it and it's $64. So I guess that must have just been like the first week price of whatever it is. But yeah, Clair Obscur is another game I'll say that I like the idea of. The story is cool, the art is beautiful. I will never play it because I cannot stand turn-based, and I don't care that it has real-time mechanics in it. I hate it. And everyone's like, oh, well, you played Pokemon when you were a kid. Yeah, and you know what? I fucking hated it then too. I really hated when I played Pokemon going through grass areas because I just wanted to go to the next area and I'd have to keep stopping and fighting things. You were a dumbass kid. Still am a dumbass kid, just 2Ds now. But it's like, I would groan. I would be like, ugh, because I just wanted to get to the gym. And as I do now, which I'll be going to soon. But it's like, I wanted to get to the Pokemon gym and just fight the Pokemon boss. Even though it would get me more XP, it was just like, I would hate it. And I'd hate going through those zones because it felt like it was removing the choice of me going into the battle on my own, right? This game, you get to kind of choose, but it's the whole thing, right? It's just, and then there are enemies that run up to you, and I'm just like, yeah, it drains me. It drains me of life. I don't know. We need a good vampire game. We need some good vampire games. They probably exist, and I'm just not finding them. Like, I mean, to be fair as well, I have it, but I looked at Fruit Bus. I remember looking at it. It's like, oh, you have to go out and like collect all the fruit, and you have to prepare the meal. I was like, I saw that, and I was like, I don't even want to do that. That's too much micromanagement for me. Which I think is just my issue of, I don't know what happened to me. I play the shit out of games like micromanaging games. And I think it's just the last few years, I'm just so tired of it. I'm just so tired of micromanaging stuff. And like all of these things that I'm like, I don't know. All right, I did claim the 2 free games on Epic as well. Vampire wasn't that bad. Yeah. I know, I want to play as the vampire and go around. Basically Prey, but you're a vampire. Silent Hill 2. Silent Hill 2 base game is 93 Canadian. Isn't this a remake? Investigate a letter from his late wife. James returns to where they made so many memories. Silent Hill. Confront monsters, solve puzzles, and search for traces of your wife in this remake. 93.50. Play as the vampire. Ooh, here Skyrim's pretty good. I don't know. I mean, I only bought that game 3 times and I've got 600 hours in it. I don't think Skyrim's a game that I'd enjoy. I'm sorry, I know I'm losing my mind. $93 for a remake? Are you fucking joking? Are you tugging my tassels? For the base game? $106.49 for the deluxe edition. What is the deluxe edition? Includes the game, an art book, a digital soundtrack, and a pyramid head mask, in brackets, pizza box. What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? Pyramid head mask, pizza box. What are you talking about? I get the mask as the skin applies to James, so you can play as the Pyramid Head mask, but like, what's the pizza box? Most recent AAA games are vampire games. As playing them sucks your soul out of me. I mean, that's the story of a vampire game. That's what that is. Damn, dude, the specs of games have kind of gone up a little bit as well. To play this game, the minimum requirements is an i7-6700, which is like a pretty old-ish thing considering on like 14 now. But a Ryzen 5 3600, I don't think that's that old. I don't think that's like what, 5 years? I don't know. The specs of a Ryzen though for recommended is not that much higher than the Intel, because the Intel, it goes from i7-6700 and it's like for the minimum. The recommended spec though, you have to go 2 generations up. Whereas this, you just need the X version. That's crazy. The minimum requirements is 16 gigs of RAM. Minimum is 1070 Ti. Okay. The recommended is a 2080. Okay, it does support the Intel Arc. That's cool. mean, I'd hope so. But yeah, that's funny that you have to go 2 full generations up on the Intel, but you just need like a minor increase on the Ryzen. It just shows how good AMD CPUs are. So yeah. Pyramid Head changes into a pizza. Maybe, or maybe you get free pizza. Maybe you get a pizza party. Haven't played a single Castlevania game. I know it's not Castlevania. I need to get back to Dead Cells. I need to give Dead Cells a proper shake. I was enjoying it, but I feel like I need to get further in before it really sinks in. That's a game where I'm willing to put my time into. Zomboid, I'm not. I'm sorry. I'm not willing to put my time into. And especially like reading that this is basically the state that game has been in for the last 10 years is crazy. Like I'm looking at the updates and it's like it's just hot fixes 42. It's just hot fixes 42.7. Several new crafted clothing items added. Players can use animal skin. Okay, so there's actual animal skins in this. Like I feel like that stuff should have been in the game a long time ago. Unstable released. Hot fix. Fix the game not launching with video effect being unchecked. Welcome message. Yeah, fix your fucking UI scale. Crazy. Crazy times. What about Blood Rain? I'll only watch the movies. I exclusively only watch Uwe Boll movies now. That's why I bought a projector. Just to do that. I need to stop playing them, but I just feel like there's so many and I don't know which game to start on. I mean, on top of that, I don't want to spend a dime on it because I got like 200 with the games DLC they're gonna buy first when I get the money for it. That's kind of why I think Game Pass is so valuable. As much as it is just like paying Microsoft stuff, like 3 of the biggest I don't want to say necessarily AAA, but 3 of the biggest games to come out recently are all on Game Pass for what, like $20 a month? You get to play Clair Obscur, Doom, Dark Ages, and Blueprints for that same price. And if you get the dollar deal, you could play them for a month. It's kind of insane how many games that you can play. Like, you've had it for, it's the same as like a Humble Bundle in a way, or a Steam sale, where it's like after a certain point, you're paying a lot of money for a lot of games that you've either already played, have, or aren't interested in, and only like a maybe 1 or 2 become available on that sale or in Game Pass. But if you like time it just right, like I remember when Jedi Fallen Order, the first one, came out, I paid for the EA premium, where it was like $20 and you could play the game in full day of release. And I was like, yeah, I'll do that. That's fine. Because I'm owning the game after isn't really a big deal. Like, it wasn't a game where I just keep going back to and revisiting necessarily. But if it's other games where it's like you would keep playing it, that makes sense to buy it, in my opinion. But I was like, yeah, $20 and I get to play the game day one and I get premium stuff. Like, you basically got access to the deluxe edition of the game for that whole thing. You know, unless you're gonna play multiple versions, like multiple playthroughs of Clair Obscur. If you're just gonna play through one time, to pay $20 to have that is still good. Zomboid is still integrating call mechanic. That's crazy. Aqua, it's been in early access for 12 years. And it's still in an alpha state, I would say. Like, the light mechanics of like when you're going through and like moving around is flickering and jumping over. And like, I get the whole thing of, oh, you can only see in the direction that you look. Like, that's fine. But I was like, I don't know. There's way too much popping in and popping out. At least they made it. True, I am a huge failure and I didn't make anything. And I will never contribute anything of value to society or bring joy to anyone's life in any way, shape, or form. And they did do that. But they didn't bring joy to my life. So that's what's more important. Game companies already made it clear we don't own the games that we buy. Yeah, I mean, even with the Destiny stuff we talked about before, right? Even the game that you do buy does not mean that that's the version of the game that you're going to get by the end of that process. They can change it however they want. Is a game I don't enjoy playing on my own, only with friends, or it's not the game that makes... Exactly. And I think that's where I would potentially enjoy it more, is like playing it with friends. but also needing to know how more of it works. I think I'm just not willing to put more time into knowing how it works. Like, I just don't know where I'm going, what I'm doing. I feel like there's options with tutorials that they could have done with this. That could have been like a starting area that teaches you how to play it. It's not just a tutorial that's very abstract. And then you get into the main game and then it gives you a whole menu to be like, okay, here's everything that you can do. That doesn't cover, like, the whole car system and everything. It just feels overwhelming that you're not going to remember that stuff. The Q system is stupid, in my opinion. The fact that you tap Q and it shouts, but if you hold it, it brings up an emote. Like, that's fucking stupid. Don't sell yourself short. You helped bring Skeleton Crew to the masses. I did nothing. I did nothing. Vampire Survivors is a game on Game Pass. Yeah, that one's fun, and it's just like a autoplay. It just plays itself, and it's more fun. Yeah, friend slot fatigue. I think there is an element as well with a lot of games too, especially these days, with like rage games things, where they, again, it's games that rely on mods to fix stuff. It's the same thing of mods that fix stuff. Games where the entirety of the fun only comes from playing it with your friends, but the core mechanics are broken and busted and everything, is not a good game. I think again, I'll always talk about Valheim. Valheim is a fun game to play on your own, and it is more fun to play with friends, but if you drop down that level, it is still fun to play on its own. And I will give them full credit for that. And I think a lot of games are trying to achieve that, and they're not hitting that. Helldivers is a fun game. I would never play Helldivers on my own. Is a fun game on its own. I probably would never play it on my own. That's, again, that's a personal thing. That's just because that game to me is a multiplayer game. It's not a single player game. It's not a solo queue game. I understand why people can enjoy things like Fortnite and whatnot, because they just want to play the game, and that makes sense. Because that game you can play on your own. But I think Helldivers to me is purely a multiplayer game, and it's way more fun with friends. Yes, and the fact that you don't have to pay for it, especially on PC, you don't have to pay extra to play it online, and it has crossplay, like all those things. The fact that for an early game you gotta rip up clothes to get bandages, you need to heal, and that isn't explained. Yeah, I mean, it kind of makes sense, but it doesn't teach you how to do anything. The problem is it has so many core elements, Zomboid, but it doesn't teach you how to do anything, right? And I understand the whole process of like learning as you go, but it's not a roguelike where it's like you get a little bit in and then and whatnot. It's like it doesn't teach you anything, and it's like, you know, power to more people to progress through that and do that because they want to play it. I do think sometimes there are levels of copium that take over, because people want these survival sim games, and that's totally fine. But I don't know. Again, I think I would have a lot of fun playing Zomboid with people who play really well. But I also feel, and I can see it happening, people getting really mad at me who are really good at this game for not knowing what I'm doing and getting frustrated for either dying or ruining something. Like, I don't know. It has that feeling too, where people take it very seriously. And yeah, whereas like stuff like Don't Starve, I feel like, yeah, whatever, who gives a shit? So I don't know. Again, it's not to discredit people's enjoyment of the game, it's just highlighting the things that I personally don't enjoy about this style of game. Like I said, RimWorld isn't for me. This game definitely isn't for me. It does genuinely shock me that it has been in development for longer than I've lived in Vancouver, though. That is shocking to me. Like, this should be out. I'm sorry, this should be fucking out. It's insane. Anyway. Alright, I think I've speaking of wasting time, I've wasted everyone's time. I'm sorry. This stream was shite. This was not my finest. Not my finest. I don't know. I feel very aimless and weird these days in general. But I'm trying to figure it out. Typical cam stream. That's not a good thing. I don't think I'm a very interesting person. I think not in a woe is me kind of way. I think it's just I'm not living an interesting life, so I'm not bringing as much to it. I think I should have stayed in that old apartment, so I had stories to talk about the landlord. But yeah, I'm going to I'm gonna call it a stream here and send you guys over to Guy Judge over on Twitch. Family landlord drama again? No, because there is none, because it's done. Download some dating apps? No, because I think that makes me feel even worse about myself. Because I don't even get any matches, so it doesn't matter. There's no stories of drama from it because I can't go on dates because no one wants to fucking date me. So, yeah. Anyway, we're not going to get in the woe is me land. I'm going to rate up Guy Judge. He just started up his stream. Thank you again. Thank you for the raids. Thank you for the resubs. Thank you for the follows. I appreciate it. I'm sorry that I didn't enjoy Zomboid. It's just not for me. I'll try and find something that we can jump into next time. I kind of want to go to Timberborn, but I also kind of don't because... I want to give it a little bit of time. I'll fix it out. Trees, hello. I'm sorry. I'm just about to end, but it's great to see you. I hope you're having a good Saturday. I hope you enjoy it. Find some speed dating event. Fuck no. Hell no. I don't know. My therapist was saying to me, it's like, oh, you know, it's like you've got to treat yourself like it is for the people, you know, be okay to meet people and meet you and like get to know yourself. And I was like, the worst thing about dating is me getting to know someone else. I hate it. And she was like, oh. Run away once Trees appears. Nope. Absolutely not. Go follow Trees though. I don't know if you're streaming today. Go follow Trees. But thank you for stopping by, Trees. It's always good to see you. You ran out of Judge's emotes, can't spam his ass. Well, it's a great time to go resub. All right. I'll be back tomorrow around the same time, around 12:30. I'll see you then. I'll figure out what we're doing. We might just yap. I don't know. We'll see. Have a great rest of your Saturday, everyone. Pretty sure you're ending because I go. Definitely. You know what? Yes. Tell yourself that. No. All right. It's going to raid in like 10 seconds. So I'll see you all later. I love you. Have a great rest of your day. Goodbye.